You see the tears I hide. You see the pressure I carry. You see the spiritual attacks that don't have names. So today, Lord, step into my situation. Interrupt every evil cycle. Break every hidden chain. Destroy every unseen opposition. Every person, every spirit, every force that is fighting me without cause. Let them be put to shame now. Confusion locate them. Let fear enter their camp. Let every plan they created in darkness collapse in the light of your power. Lord, according to Psalm 35, let the angel of the Lord pursue them. Let divine rain scatter them like dust. Let their path become dark and slippery. Let them fall suddenly. Let their own traps catch them. Every pit dug for me, turn it back. Every arrow sent to destroy me, go back to the sender. In the mighty name of Jesus, every attack on my mind, every attack on my peace, every attack on my finances, every attack on my health, every attack on my calling, I refuse to be overwhelmed. I refuse to be delayed. I refuse to be destroyed. Father, they hated me.
Me mighty.
Moyo unoramba uri kumusha kana shokora uya risina kunaka ndichakwana
Nit FM yo
dai ndine mapapiro
me mighty
mai vanorwara ndiri kure ndinonzwana kure Wana no chema chida baba mai wachiti
Nit FM yo Nit FM yo
tamarwazo nekuti andisipejo nemi
Me mighty
Maria ndino chaga irikure asirudorwe musharuri pejo kana ndingawana mapapiro Mari dinemi here muri yangu yakachengeteka here Mari dinemi here muri yangu yakachengeteka here itachengeteka ndinoda kudzoka kumusha mai vanorwara ndiri kure ndinonzwa moyo wangu warwadza moyo wangu
Me mighty
kure akureve kukaganwa moyo
Me mighty
zvakaoma kana uri kure moyo unoramba uri kumusha kana shoko rauya risina kunaka ndichanzwa nani dai ndine mapapiro dai bururuka kudzoka kumusha Wana noche machida baba maiva chiti uri kudzoka rini mifananidzo yavakumbidza marwadzo nekuti Maria ndinotsvaga iri
Uthi oha echiponkno Needs FM
kuna mapapiro nasi ndaibururuka ndotsoka kumba
Yama yetiefuo nyina akwaba. Yama yetiefuo nyina akwaba yasama mu aha. Aha ye neat 100.9. Ena ye edadwada. August ne da etosu edu. Me mind ti dwumedie ena wasungusu a wutie. Na sede ye bo manfo amane ye se. Moma ye break kakra bi se bi mpani se oba kwa fitire na so wota anyamfom so na ho siesie ntia ena ma no basa enne ebra so jebo ejenya ba bedu ensakraye no a ye ka asem nso anim kwan no ebi ena ye da no wadi ewie e de akyerɛ wo neat 100.9 dimedie so na enne ani amobɛte no eye ene foforo kura na free sabrede kronso ono ena wobetena mu se memman ti dwumedie ete amehene memma kasa dodo nkume esanse wono ankasa ewa ha na nsamra ne na mebo akere mu wode the governor brapeni Mema akwaba.
Mejoso papa.
Apomo te say.
Oba de da Roma.
Bibi aboko.
Na wonso e.
Erade adom.
Yede nyame ase.
Se fie boko.
Nyame na dom. Ahoden wo ho ya yetima sorry de. Na nyame na ne yeda na ase.
Yede erade ase. Etiefu no. Eti governor. Edin ba na wo munim apart for governor no.
Yeah, Pabna OWUSU AGYEMANG, the governor. Yes, and one year. Pabna OWUSU AGYEMANG, the governor.
Pabna
OWUSU AGYEMANG, the governor. And one year you saw. Yesha says you be adwuma we dey and one year you saw.
Etiefo ayamamusamwa.
Yeah.
Efri na de kro. Nia mobati ne ewo memman ti dwumedie so. Ye ne aye nia Pabna OWUSU AGYEMANG. Mosonfo eno no agene ni ba akofo tirim obehia momu abre nyina Awurade adom owo etitire obebre etai na ti but moka ho a ena eso enne obehye fidie mu hanom a ye ne aye papa yewura Father Dixon ono etipuno achi a tumedie ni sini na so a wo se piepia yen kakra ekire wo se nipa a waba no
100.9 FM Hey neat
diome ono nso ewa ha yewo Ahmed ewa ha ena yewo yenuanom ma ne mema yentumi mu bo wonum nyina din baako na free sabrede kro no nso wonum ana mobeti wo mudin
Olanso wa ha Olanso wa ha
Ola Mike
na ode na ka
Ola Mike
ene yewo awa Said nso wa ha se
awa nso wa ha
yes
mo
ye doso pa ene yewo baba ko ewo ye wo ka se ma na ye bebre won yes ense ba ko akogina akire ho no frima wa ha se ene me hu ohene wa nso no wa ha se
mo nyina ata wo dom o
ye wodom ye nyina ye wodom
dom ta wati no anya asam ketwa bra kwa babio
mejoso pa
na aha ya jiwa wa tu ya ma wa kwa ba ye de onu adokro ye na ye de wa ha sade ye free titete no saa na ye be ya de ata wati a na ede na omanfo enhwe nim kwan emfiri wonten
Pabna Bibian share dance sansa still the name na kasa ye me mighty jumadie. Say time na change kakra. And me mighty jumadie no omo na omo tie ne first no nim say na o voice wo so bi nti voice na mote no e wo so sesi na eye oman enchechire na ye na ye chechire wo ka ho bi me ka ho bi na ye na ye ka bom na ye push oman Ghana forward when say ya na da bia me ka asem bi say o sorry anopa na you think about your political party first ya sabin producer na I say washeda na opese o mo oman Ghana bro asori awoko ho na adwen first ya opese o mo oman Ghana abro and even wadwuma wo yempo esan se so be kai ya nan say mu ho ya ye call lockdown we ye to asori mu ye to school mu ba ya to Ghana mu na Ghana ne da so wo ho no enti se o sorry na agbo mpai na wani kan mo mpai ama Ghana wanye adwuma den ampushi oman Ghana nko na nima ase Ghana na nkasa ni ho bi ma wan kasa obegina hefa ye ni ba bi akọ ye de ani di kanfo na be ye bi kọ enti yenso ye hwe kakra ye betima ye den aye de atoa so despite media media kuo bi a obi a obeye adwuma bi a pese se bin producer on pass it through and san nyame be frɛ na wa frɛ no wo my Ghana ha sei
aha ne ye Real Madrid
enti
ya bia vision ne se obekwa akọ
aya na the Manchester aka ho bi Real Madrid now the Barca so aka ho bi enti
100.9
it would still a Real Madrid.
Real Madrid no would din chen will be
okay mate
ya obi a pese or bobo obekwa
akọ obetima pass it through honum now the awie bibia
anti I had the Real Madrid
Madam so asepa me hwɛ energy na ewo mu this afternoon na ye na ya ka bomu a ye ba be di dwumade we se ya na che se nyame ahyira yen enti yen kasa bebre ye be ye adwuma e de aboa e de support ama adikanfo no mo be ye bi no mo hu se omu jama nchiri ma no yen so ya anye de yanse no se de bia be ye akono anipa dodo na be ye omo adwen se ha no mo so be ye den betima pass it through and I wouldn't say this seat any program we say e ye shoe kese pa ye shoe kese pa enti no the ebe ye be ye bia ye de ye na hyempa boanim a emfa ye mofo mo nyame ne hene na menim se nyankopon na nkasa beton super aguso amen bisa se moaye ama na gidin moaye ama ne wo honom kama pa na nsesa ye kakra na aba e na ye ba betoa so nti yesre nyame ahoden ene mu nyina ma ahoden se mo so mo de beboa na no mana koso kama e de amaye nti mani age na mani aso say me first time I make us with despite media Neat FM me mighty jumadie so wo enaja o mama kwaba e wa fidie we so your history a day will come menim say you be kan sa asem
we broni na ebisa wa ka say how the feeling like
oh say we say medical ka say me hwe energy na me timi nka say the great super the feeling is very super and I love it Mr. Nyame ahoden on tired omwaye na hwe say me first time me rest studio ma hu father ankasa wa ha say ano den papa in fact na anka me pese me hu no but ma hu no the blessings na my end ya ye hwe de nyame be nyame ne hene kwabna me da wonso ase pa that's it
atiefo ye nia kwabna OWUSU AGYEMANG governor ofre no so a obeje so ono na efiri na de kwasa de medi nkan ka kire mo no ni tefem me man tidumedie no wotena mu a woye tiamehene empanimfo nyina taineti sade na ye ka no oba studio ha no mu a empanimfo a wonim wo mu wo studio ha nyina obia wa ha kechire wa ha de wonim no bia obia wa ha kire se ye de chitai soronko na ye de ma yenua kwabena OWUSU AGYEMANG na jade bia me kasa ukoto sekna mesi apata so a kwabena ne pagya ne si wo mo Ghana fo
Utie oha ekchi ponkno Neat FM
be wie mu die ye ne mu nyina be ka bom kwabena won so de akoye me name o ye akoye kwabena yeah
ye ba ye monyum
there be
ye kansem
aha de aha ye boko
Okay.
Yesre osore nimpa the man say saa kunya kese ya wafa tena so ehu nyansa ehu nimdie ehu akwankyere enyina onfa ndomo empanimfo nso etai wachi say wa wo bai wahu say empanimfo etai wachi pa enti ya we so well say bibia wo ye bia nso ebewiye mu die
na mahumi nua ka kyerɛ wa sɛ ayɛ ɔno na open radio na no anɔpa nti ka kyerɛ bra yɛn kasa kakra because wona baton no de hyɛ aseɛ vim na ya wo de hyɛ aseɛ no we yɛ wo de no wɔ ho meboa we na yɛ wo de yeah me to me ma wakɔ aba na ba ma makɔ aba sawa me jo so ka kyerɛ
yɛ da nyame ase sɛ ɔde wa bedu asomdwe mu na yɛhwɛ w'anim ɛne sɛ deɛ na waawo ka no mpaboa kɛseɛ ɛdi kan bɛhyɛ bi na ɛmu ɔhye bare watintim yɛn ɛma nyame adom bidwafoɔ wɔ ha nyinaa abɔ yɛakyi dɔm ma yɛde akura mu nkakra bɛdu saa berɛ a saa na megye di sɛ wɔbɛma wadom no na nso de akura mu na nso wode ayɛ sɛdeɛ deɛ di kan adwuma no hwehwɛ ne ghanafoɔ nso hwehwɛ deɛ afiri wɔ nti mmoakɔ aba paa
so menim sɛ yɛnyina yɛbɛka abom na yɛapagya the name neat
exactly
because mehwɛ the way I will start anɔpa no a na sɛ wode baton no bɛma ola no mu a na kwabenanom de news no ba na mebɛgye a ɛyɛ sɛ meeting finish hard
one of the biggest show a ɛwɔ Ghana paa ayɛ ola mu deɛ no
entertainment no
I tell you na ɔne ne dom ne tenase a me o message abako wini ba not just a minute mpo no person o miss your time no on person be miss your program not just a minute enti o sha ne didi so no
onim de ma wo la so no ne ho ya wa hi kura ho beti
ne ho ya wa hi a still a ho beti
no we are he cry
say unim de obeka atwato enti uyi wa fide ni firi ade obeka no obi beka kire wa obedwa enti wa betena se atie
na anya ne wo penko anso
enso no beka
David enti o hwe ha wa baton ne tie a megidi say wiafo no so ani beji pa na enkodu anwumra ye be copies akofa kase bo ne de na obi anya de opɛ enti biom de wa kwa
100.9 FM
wa ya wa bo adwuma
nyame ne da na se
yeah, sure say wanamo na waye na yenso bedi so nkakrakra. I don't the day say nkunimdie ni ba ma ni tefema.
Sure.
I think say ye nyina na ekwa ma ye. Nti nyame sha no nsan koso ma osa hoden na wo de ahya ase no.
Amen.
Starting no aya na nye din say
awieye no.
Ba kwabena no mo haidie.
Oh yensuro.
Omojeje ye tata ide.
Yensuro kra.
Nyame ebeye. Nti medase.
Nyame shira papa.
Be show wani munyam.
Waba yensu de. Bitimi twa me ho.
Me should tell me. That we say now ka wa chiro. E twa for betu ma kwache. Me should try me for pa. Edu ba mi kra hwa ye bebo ayi ahyem. Your friend is say ula kra.
Bebo ula ahyem.
So be ya onyere no ho na onye preko because edu ba bi a ye bebo ula nso e de ahyem. Ula Michael nso atena se na one ne nkrofo ne de. That's never come as o say. Say ka kire se maba idie. Obetumi atwa ne ho kakra. Wa sha se aka no wa kire ho.
O twa no agwan.
O ko bia se aja se.
O dia o.
O kwa ko ye wi kakra.
There ongo be bia. Ongo be bia.
O ka ya na me so.
Wa ye say. Wa ye say. It me temwa for 4 years ni enko be bia.
Yakobo sumi me no nothing.
Share. Ah me hu so.
Na
oba me fa ni mpie.
O fa ni mpie wo.
Na me share down chair no. Kofo ba ku.
And ye ni na be piabo. Ye ni na be piabo.
O say ka che odi birthday on. I back over catch.
Na kwabna nchire hwe.
Odi no ebem say catch.
Na weekend na.
No, na weekday. Na Monday, July 13th.
Last month. Yeah, last.
Kafra. Next year be dia mam. Ba.
Na say birthday to share. Mejo so Ola.
Long and awaited.
Yeah.
Ma sure no much.
O dey say dey koso bia na
nya. But I'm happy because nipa we bring up bisache. Say we positioning we branding as a we an obi antihwe. You know, na the issue was me meti ho mama yenye surprise.
Okay.
Na mo ambete.
Okay.
It ye denyame as se waba. Na nedwo ye ti ano. The unfortunate thing is that my intimi amfa cake am usually no because cake in me the beba. Ana emra wo ho.
Okay.
And the tea and the meant me amfa money said nene ye me radio side chick a birthday.
Radio side chick.
A birthday.
Abna.
Oh, the cake in no corner.
No problem.
It's in no mayo dear for Friday aba.
Mate.
Na me dia be mo akwaba.
Mate.
Na I am anika is e kwabna neat no I am ranting.
I am ranting.
I am ranting kwa.
I am youth into your baby. Youthful as a banana.
What you say?
Utie oha
Quality
needs FM.
Ranting no ebinyo omochefa. Na mpenifo no so enya omochefa. But there I will say obiya tia the neat question pa.
Papa. Yeah.
Sometimes I know yeah we say kwara me sha na me ga say ankrangon o. A children just say Central Region 4, Eastern Region 4. I'm say, hey, sir, na need to know quite chase.
Mami can't send being chill. My idea platform no more build the platform ne papa. Na say who say matna kra ha chekakra.
Yeah.
Na me flyer no kwa bontin no. Some politicians are now want you everybody is calling.
Yeah.
What they say. And then the mommy who say shoe now will question.
And
young shoe. Because kind of course were mania.
Yeah.
Over the weekend there.
Yeah.
Me DM and everybody and then you hey. Samu.
What by
I just say baby I made me home corner.
Just what by university.
Sa pepe.
It's what by university no.
I say yeah.
Also university I said it. What you say? I had no nim the no year all round.
Baby yeah.
Enyina fa what you say school suapom. We radio musuapom. And what about we do no. E ma kwa ba wo se de nimo. Ubetimi I am knife. Yes. Na nka me na me bomb pass nke be man be 7 hours. Na go zimusa.
That meka sa 7 hours I say we are okay. Obi dey twitwa agi mi o.
Oh Jesus.
That dey meka achro.
Oh Jesus.
Eka father dey me betum brutal.
Oh Jesus. But you said it's because onim your father ni one wording. I need to reach me.
As for that person cool here.
But why are they?
One father so I say. Yeah. Mama, in fact, from afar, na you na hear say one day you be share father.
True.
And I think say who share na who na ho brase no. Nyame nhira no. Nyame nhira na I know say obi obefa papa ni nsem bia no so. Nyame nhira foforo ye den e be ka ho. Nti nyame nhira father.
Say abrebi abehia na obechi ansem bia no horo nsa.
Horo.
Horo. I just saw there 2 trees na bomb pie. Ehwe no wan horo fa 2 trees na bomb pie. Ewie ansa no horo.
Let's have a cooperative to be go say that.
Cooperative.
Sa wo fa ne nsem na wutie no.
Sa wutie no.
Sa.
Okay.
Sa
wo fa ne nsem
na wutie
na say we read the Bible.
Good. E wo twere no mu. Sa wutie awurade.
Na wo dinner na said yes one.
What Deuteronomy?
Meaning baby what there. But me say so tie awurade na wo dinner said yes one. No man na be we pay.
E ba father then what Deuteronomy.
Ebe what Deuteronomy chapter 28 ho baby.
No krako.
There's one going no.
So for konim.
Was say wo tie awurade
onyankopon.
Na wo di ne mmra nsem a me se wo na yi so a. Insira beba wo so.
100.9.
But you say I didn't run some so mu ade.
Enye betel. So obesira esira wo da de san ya wo kamori wo.
No fie mu anyina.
Fie mu anyina.
Ombeji nhira ni bi.
Yes, but say when tie nso a. Am so obi kura the ball. Insira ni.
Na
Mark Abraham ne boy. You should mu na yi de wo pe.
Good. Yeah. So wo fa ne nsem na wutie no a.
Eti no wo be fa father nsem emfa ne nsem ti say yemuhwe
Metie no.
Fa ne nsem ti say yemutim.
We na can so go university and make sure say university will go through you.
Don't go through the university alone.
Yes. Enti
ti government mo akwaba.
Me Joso.
Sabre de obi eti o.
But me someone sana one sorry as.
Before I start my emfa and I see Ansuma Edikanfo.
Yes.
Adakabre from Pom.
Mahmudu.
Osioma.
In fact, you need be. I'm a share of fansa na maba. But still, I'm a san huno.
Obehuno.
Mako a hot twice. Mankotono.
Sisi ade ono atena bus ni mu bi koko.
Oh, sir.
Yeah.
Or the monitor normal.
Or the monitor or share passenger driver relationship.
Wow.
Enti ofada kabre.
Wow.
Ayebi. Yemana baso. Na mami bi amako.
This afternoon political show. Of ansamo.
Yes.
Of an shas here.
Yeah.
No piano. Someone need to FM but say no more political show. So of an piano. And enye and that time o share of a oba be bia de ano a say wa wunim no gina na so pa because no free ha na ye ko share ha what dey say ye no free oba ha no na ye so ye ko share na momu wo ho no enti enya me won wa say
na say wo de wo didi wo fa chi
enti enya
me won ofa be free bia no ofa no eze ne huhum ne bi egu ewo mu
there was a time
yeah wo ko bus
it will free over VIP. Don't go general manager.
There was a time. Me interview bi. And then I saw be bi. Na of akra nim say ye. Afi me to say I'm not telling you the mo baso. Na den wa for be story wo ye na person obebo na baso. What I say? It e one of am so of you bi a. So wo ye ade na so oni mokra wa chi no tinka ho ase.
E bi okro be sare shoko na afra mo baso.
Nyame nshira no. But that time there man kotena seat ni mu say ono obi ba yanse na bat. Ye na ye koye show no. What I say?
Yeah, but we say kwabra na bebre na so entia say ofa he say no radio adwuma dey was for there at all.
Enu ntia.
Yes. Be ma be ye bi no amenya. Say ofa say you know. Ne wo fa asema doso. Yeah. Nimfo nso adoso. Na ahoden no so no ehu hia.
The best station in the capital. Meet FM.
I know
that day 1992.
David, meet you for Fox FM. Hey, what is that?
Adakabrinyanda ba. Enya no.
Anyanda ba da.
Ofa de no. Once okoye radio so osanko eye bi Orlando no.
Hey. Yes, ofa radio Orlando. Yeah.
Ofa de enya.
Ofa radio Orlando.
Asakwa na adum.
Yeah.
Adum years ago.
Ofa radio Orlando.
Yeah. It's landing for the
Fox.
No, Kumasi's Fox. Yeah, Fox FM.
And then say Fox also because of na the waha intimi pass ho through and teacher say baby of
Fox could be hot.
Be raho. Nyame.
Na ofa ni bi wono so.
Yes, me blessing na prep.
So free wa na wo nem. Na ye nua ba ma me bia
ma
kwafo.
Yeah.
Ono nso aya ade pa.
Ruta.
Ebere bia wo fa ni ho no.
Ono na tinem.
Wotenem. Na wotenem.
In fact, yes, ebere bia wo fa no. I'm saying
as ma me bia ma so
Tuesdays
and Thursdays.
Yeah.
Na ono nso ye bi. And wo mu nyina wo mu aya ade.
Yeah.
Wo mu nyina ka ho na aboa ama neat abi. Edru ba bia edru. Nti ulawa ha.
Onso wa ya ade. Onso wa ya ade.
Ona captain.
Go kwa no pa.
Ona captain.
Kwa no pa. Wa baby. Onso wa ya ade.
Me mate.
There be we captain. On a neat captain.
Utimbo baby ah. Utimbo baby.
On a neat captain. On a utility player.
And also na large cruise engine to muno. Tam oye no mo ye there. Justify. And player be buy. And obi say say opposition you say. So alaji me dem timbo baby ah. O say players na mo park ni so na mo mra.
No go no mo be.
America can say Jacob na.
Obeni na. Yeah. Obeni na be bia so ni word be ma no ntimi nye.
Yeah.
Anopetu anajo.
Yeah, the Ramu Precon, ye na yanko baby. Anopa na metie wo ne ka chire. And there's politics of insult na mudi hon komoka. I just want to find out from you, Kwabena, first. If John Dramani Mahama, the president of Ghana, has set a committee, now the what to announce a chairman of that committee, won't solve that problem, what will be your solution?
Kwabena, did he say? Yes, charity begins at home. So what say ye fear ye free more. And tetea ye dema ye no. Dodo wanwa ye kwadane di wabonte. Enti san tetea ne yan tetea bone ya. Ye de bekwa abonte. say yentete ya papa nso a ye de bekwa abonten say and sorry
The best station in the capital, Neat FM.
but ne kasia pa no esese a start free fie maame ne papa ola se me hu abaya be say 17 18 that's why I started upon ho me blame ono me blame na wofo because akwada bi wo ho usuro ukobility akofie dabi santete ya de ma ye wo fie a ye de fam wa ye de abeduru enne no ene ma bi wo ho no mo a epie fi wa no aba eye den entete ya ka ho enna ye politics na kwaya te say wa no eya enna ye hu wontem mo waka ne yie pa wa no eya utumi di atem utumi di mpanimfo atem a enna ye hu wontem di bre bi wo ho no mo a ne ya promise wo ne ya sa wo bo ye de be ma ho enti se president ka se ne committee bi nie koda no se udi obi atem a me de meta na ti se on fa ho famra kwan so enna obi a obedi obi atem enna no ewura bi na odidi atem a ye che no a ye ma no 1 year me support
is it Camila or something
Camila ba ku bi nso kodi Dr. Mahmoud Bawumi atem eme ye kwache no ema alaji kasi ye nya no na me ne no nya agene kire se ase wo so saade no so obi di watem olawo ni me se emema titiro atem didi atumi ma wan sha wo bebuto be ya wa ma
a very cool spirit
emotionally na ade ne kun na Ghana pa ye free hin and ye bedru enne because of petty partisan politics. Enti SSA law enforcement agencies no obi di obi atemu a yemfa no famra kwan so se nipa no be report wo hye sebi o ena no ba akubi na metie no radio so
Pabna unim bibi. This is your solution or still ebema they blame game conversation still okay, what will be your solution if you're part of the committee?
Dedi can say atim didi enye entiamra oga
Entiamra, yes.
Your first
But
problem
the way the thing is getting worse, how can we
100.9
solve it?
FM.
Dedi can say atim didi
Entiamra
entiamra.
organize,
So
yes.
why don't we change the law to make it tiamra?
Good.
What you say? Because entiamra no assign a trap. Look, governor, obi betimi adi watem. No guys, you na say entiamra, but na teni mu no. Ose go hu fi.
Ogu hufin, yes.
E no ekotiamra.
No suko tiamra no.
So what you say? Ebiem say would the me to committee anwa obi bia wo di atem no. Whether say a year positive for aban or woso and negative for aban or woso no.
Yeah.
Or say do mu nyina for the same channel of discipline.
Yeah.
Because ye can tutus and one for free Rwanda say me. Yes, here radio,
yeah.
obi ko kan assemba
Compare.
assemba kan
And a trade guy.
10 year.
Yes.
It's year
Maybe tribe will be
the next tribe.
Yes.
And a kofa by. Unfortunately for us in this generation, you need media backup.
yes.
You will media baby.
Bebree,
Millions.
yeah.
Obi afun your media house. Toy away. Obi afun your media house.
Or fine phone. We'll be radio.
Eti Camila send the phones no be ni media house so ojina de kan.
Yeah.
Say yes so no ya anso anu sisi ni janisa. We will get to the worst position of Rwanda for no. Where obi be used in the media house anye Neat FM. Eya ne phone so e dia kan asema ma
say no radio
sumbi asore tie sumbi.
sumbi father be frel. What you say?
But me just say media house enye mainstream.
Okay.
That's
yes.
what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I be ma wan hwe na esumbi asore tie asumbi. Abusuaku bi asore tie abusuaku bi. Na fe Ghana akotojem. Eti me de me enso so. E ma ye enso mfa hoho e ho say Me who say now one of these politicians can so and I say 10 year crime.
It's because ebinimu benefited from. And all the political parties, they are benefiting from that. And it's very easy for us to solve this. Mokai said now that these two major political parties, no more group will be from vigilante. Okay, Bamba Boys.
Yes.
Okay, Azoka Boys. Okay, Kandahar. Okay, Delta Force. Okay, the man omutin solve side no mo collapse side nina. Very good. And your mumienu electoral commission.
Yeah.
And the mom who say no. Say you organize bibia and crofone edi mo chiba no. Omuntimi ma ye adwuma ni wie pepepe ye. So mumienu mo metena se. All the political parties mo metena se. Yemfa yensa enhye krata ase. Mon go back. Go and collapse and dissolve every group. Because you were one institution a year to about you omo. You were Ghana Police Service.
Your military.
Your military. And there were maybe national security. Yeah. Right? So me imagine children say Adena police for 9 days. Say bibi bo mo na omo report na ya chom.
Yeah.
Adena IGP. And na same frame maybe CDS. No mo frame all the security in penny for and say hey.
100.9
Let us invite the political parties. Omon for mon san share kratas no mo no mo chita for no can say you can criticize a political party if you think they're all here no when in je ho criticize omo. Would you omo atem man traswa na police for betwa ye ya twen ho afri ho. Don't you think this will be solve very simple? Because they do that in the name of the political party.
Dampare can say, and will be answered.
Ancient come no.
I am she be.
Oh, yeah, Bema, dear Crochet. What I say? Yamra ye Dumont. Baka say bit man for Semra and Keke. And this is situation I won't say, says Okotubia. And people for that is why a Dr. Baumia Tim can say, may my report will be okay. Sebechino. Meanwhile, in some more Kafa Papa no, Sebin Prebiasa. And yen, and yatem did ye keke or accusino.
Yeah,
I want no be no more. But because of political point in tea, Dr. Bomia say, may my report will be
do
you get it? Yes, because Obeka say one of the best score political point, right?
I want a minute yen agree say.
And Obi say, Obi I enjoy this insult power politics more than your power, so you're the current president. Yes, because they do, baby.
Okay, so why enjoy?
Oh, na say
why enjoy and now why enjoy?
Okay, let me say why enjoy. Yeah, because why enjoy. And I say yeah, fantastic. Enti, and also say na akwa say wait no. We need the better politics. So me pa CDS acho say on IGP. Tete onu say, omo try omo best. Say otu for beba mumpa. I think say menshia fresh two political parties we are. There is no way on beka so monko. Gamanche betima fred these two political parties. Say baby e kono. Say so mo di politicians atema ma na asofo for so. Ye de akoya henfo so. To the stand that manhia kra na ye ka sebinse hunu kire manhia. What you say? It is almost free win, almost fresh our political parties we. Ye mfa ye sanction kratat. Hwe say Johnson as educate ya chairman and as a difficulty dey. Abet na press conference. Yes, ye na ye bu o man back. O man na ye bu no say na ye ko. We ideology ni yes ye die ni. Ofi so ni nipa ne nya adwena wo NDC mu a menko di atem. Menko kan asem a ebe ha state na nkasa. Enti enei mon criticize o mo men ni atem a obi betima gina NDC mu akodi Dr. Baomi atem.
Na se me wo me social media so na men kan jo se me NDC.
Men
kan jo se me MPP ni. De oba me den.
Ghana has a obi abrochefo na bi ombeye.
No, but nipa bebre catch us no me party. Obi be guys me party ni. But the omane kono ompe into odidi asa.
Sa nipa no ye chi no a. Tie sa nipa no. Ye chi no na se political party bi anko hye akira. Oni se o. Ghana and the one who ni say individual ya de. Na said these two major political parties na nwura mu a. They don't have say
human rights.
100.
Human rights lawyer back. They obedi akire sa na o ka so.
Eti governor adena mo me emfa nhye ye mramu so. Say atenie say no ne ekwan omofa so di dwane. Eti atenie eye crime and I say yetimi take civil action against you. No who disam unya samra na then the police will have to enforce that emra. Look, a bit simple.
So
who's an say ya and chichie ba ye ya man for adwene ba hey Charlie I don't know yeah bet you. On say so
So
Yejeni
yeah.
Ewurano. Yejeni
Camila no Alhassan.
I say I say Bafom.
Yeah.
Bafom.
Ihu aba.
Yes.
Staff omo se nipa ni abre wo sa de no.
Yes.
Sa pepepe.
Governor ye team suro kura ye kyerɛ sɛ
Yetia ye.
National Security Coordinator no.
Or
ye patron.
Okay.
Our need from your patron.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Your friend is saying.
Or the COP Osman Abdul.
Osman. Oh, okay.
Patron. Need from your patron.
And the COP ye chow.
Yeah, can. Egunasum. As I say, omu enforce law. Ne say, would the atemwa ye betcho.
Simple.
Any other over family council. And nowadays, because of National Security, National Signal Bureau. Baby, I will be sure will be at Tembia.
This will make us a muncho.
Yes.
This will make us a muncho.
I just okay will be assume.
Yes.
But so we jina pass every phone so wo boy better.
Baby, I will say be a woman better. Oh, enti ye nyina so ye educate o manfo. Say ubetumi akyere wadwene. Oh, ekwan a wo fa so a wubu man no mani nye ho. Nti wan fa tem didi anka ho ebe ye.
Utimi kan asem.
Echasa wona woni matem die pa.
They say we central new cry na say oh kan asem na nkwa ama political party bia. Ne nkrofo team di watem a.
They do watem. Say uni
di watem a.
Governor dey ba kwa amasa dey so adoso no. Because they di kan enche kra so obi eba social media no di obi atema. Na bloggers are capture attention inside no. No amna cover.
I saw no do the oh.
It's nani pa no no di atem no. Ehwo na akwa ne say ono so ni chance to be popular no. Another the chance to reach popularity. I don't know.
Say na yaso.
On the way here. It's here near koso so sanse mu no so. And the asabe dum pempen so I say me emba say me NDC ni na me di obi atem. A me hwa nipa no MPP ni a. Na ye chimia ubenya NDC for party mpanifo no mudimachi ye supporters ye ba bebeli me sanso na MPP ni so ya
ye belu we ya na de ukoma panyin ba ko
ananse ye hu obi na ye di obi o mako ni asamo musika so mo fa kwa ye adwuma any encouragement
we di atemu yi na wakọ panyin we
na mzime di bi ni anyina na edi ko so it is ye nyina kukuru nyina eja ya akeka kan be jai
No I hero.
No I hero you overnight hero
Atam na si kwa ho.
What you say
You cry na to pa da gu no so.
What you say
Yeah.
Now the idea ya no say obo say nipa mo party for me say nipa oni party card nipa o so o chance party constituency ben wa register ma o timi nkyerɛw but enam so wo card the many tia opponent it no na mo nyina mo to adi akiri yes bail condition na mo akɔ bail condition aba be certify na eja no and you want it to stop it won't stop it's yan criminalize ateni
Yes.
the edi kan no ye criminalize we have a party kro no be support you say waka or commit crime so they say na yan hwe ase edu obi betu whether udi bonkum ata udi nifa to mo kodam
You are right.
udem wie a next time opie ba say e Camila so odem say yes o ba ketwa
Oh 1 year.
odem 1 year we give or take 9 months 8 months opie ba ongo bi sagrada opie ba o be steady o opie ba be kan
obankwa da be steady
uye obankwa omusa untumi oga is the o papi
We are ex-convict.
uye unhwe enye
We are
abeka ho etu una so ye stubborn kra na we are ex-convict stubborn
we are ex-convict.
we are ex-convict so open sadia so I think say
anywhere obi adebema waye.
sa and obi akra so enye hu say we ex-convict kwa ye nhye dam and value reputation no integrity bia
baby a wakoda aba no ye bu animtia
so what I say
ye bu animtia
etino media ye fan hye emra ponim because a criminal a code no as one na chedodo at 1961 hwan yes system nice and normal way bi ye fan hye what I say go Ghana no se na udi kan no obi bie nu why or want it pa obi di atem e wa bontesa me da bi obi di atem me first no me be responding to you I'm say thank you for showing me the certificate of your upbringing and titia the man certificate na the chairman na me twa so Dibra
Hello, Prof. Prof from Patriot Timinkan. Okay, so Prof on Timmy can you share how you sabe can Prof back na yeah deal. Prof on Patrick Timmy can. Very bad. Prof on Timmy can. Okay, ya beba fie na ye di nkomo nti kwam na ye na ye sorry ma hu se me guest na ba nti na ye nhye nkomo ase prekonti no ye be na minim se ochena no ye be hia nti ye say ye be abepe committee bi na ye wa
100.9
we dey na ye be mo solve that problem na
me no la nyina na ye be
o ye dey nya ye be mo solve that problem no e dey amaye na
empanimfo abenti ye makasa dodo nkoye.
Very well. Mami hwe say mensa from 90 you be san share biem. You be share biem. Mami hwe say prof what you mean can say? Hello prof. Mente prof kan you there. Yemre fie na me ne Farouk Al Wahab in start yen common. Farouk Al Wahab ye international diplomatic consultant. What na say? Enti ye ne ba be din kom me twa me ho aba me ba na enkomo ho bia na ye de ato aso.
Chema chida baba maiwa chiti uri kudzoka rini mifananidzo yava kundita marwadzo nekuti handisi pedyo nemi Maria ndinotsvaga iri kure asi rudo rwemusha ruri pedyo kana ndingava namapapiro nhasi ndaibhururuka ndodzoka kumba
100.9 FM.
Chengeteka mari dinemi here muri yangu yakachengeteka itachengeteka ndinoda kudzoka kumusha mai vanorwara tiri kure ndinonzwa nani ndichanzwa nani kure moyo wangu warwadza moyo wangu kure akure kukanganwa moyo zvakaoma kana uri kure moyo unoramba uri kumusha kana shoko rau chanzwa nani dai ndine mapapiro dai pururuka kudzoka kumusha mai vanorwara diri
mimaitio
baba vanorwara diri kure ndichanzwa nani kure here diri kure
mimaitio
diri kure ndichanzwa nani madzimai vanorwara diri kudo ndichanzwa nani mbuya vanorwara
mimaitio
moyo wangu kani moyo norwadza kani moyo wangu kani inochema ndega kani Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Chengetaiwo pindirai mwana nochema chida baba mai vachiti uri kudzoka rini mifananidzo yavakundita marwadzo nekuti mari yandinotsvaga iri kure asi rudo rwemusha ruri pedyo kana ndingava namapapiro nhasi ndaipururuka ndotsoka kumba mhuri yangu yakachengeteka here mari ndine mihere mhuri yangu yakachengeteka here ichachengeteka.
All right, it's 1 minute after 4. Live on NEAT 100.9 FM. Me mind Juma die and I was OWUSU AGYEMANG. My name is Kwabena OWUSU AGYEMANG, the governor. Me no work aside there. Farouk Al-Wahab, a international diplomatic consultant. Atenase affairs there. Me start Juma die ordinary munyam. Ebeta ye chira ye bedi o my Ghana Hong Kong. Ye do bibia say we wone yen etna bon kopim say no nsia bebo a ye be free ha say na ye the peace news so abrel Farouk Atenase. Na me no ka say fie ha say de nipa bebre ne tam achi frima wa ha say Ahmed wa ha awa wa ha Sway the blogger e wa ha say na ye na ya kan bo ma di dwumadie ebrewo Farouk akwaba net say
onyame tumi bibia ye boko
ye de bo de nyame ase onyamre na da bia looking strong Farouk wunyi da
I wonder how and why you want me to grow.
Oh, na sa de chi ade esen
Na so obi abompa ya so nyame manyini nchente. How do you want it to work?
anyways and also
It's like say a person call heaven but we don't want to do
yeah
it.
person be who
Exactly.
but be as person call heaven.
Do you understand?
Before you uber call heaven so you say wow ana
Aso for no cramp.
Farouk
Yes.
I feel brutal.
Nyame oho.
I feel. Na amanfo hu say wo ba ha wi say eh na say Farouk den ko ontu ni na say saa o ba benim say nyame nti
Inshallah.
ya ba you better one day we ba be sraye
I
so
know.
you're very hot cake and one of these days we ba abes na adwuma boko there
Inshallah bibia ye okay.
ye de nyame ase na ye come on the doors
No
more
problem.
time ye come on the doors na ade ba ko me pese me fan surprise Ghana for no some section of Ghanaians they didn't know about you it ya na me dem come no ebe share ase
The time no be cold.
enko ye what time 2 hours ye betim dey did you
Start your main programs you do see be we are.
okay uni baby have do be start you were more you were 2 hours solid it ye betim aye dwuma dey kama
No problem.
me fa bibia me rewrem and is your day enti me no
Okay.
and e ba be ye adwuma no
Okay.
na World Cup no ko bi
Dabi.
aden
Na me wa other engagements sentiment manko.
na so you football fan
Seriously one bet not time ni ho. Na ni nyina na bit mako.
anything I want ko bi no
Unfortunately.
ba onya kwan monitor bi
Oh, you should be fine.
let say ma
Well, I would say, sir, it's one of the biggest fiesta history of football. One of the most controversial one. In the case, Yenya president, a certain president of United States, Trump, a man it me affect a change in FIFA laws and FIFA rules to the extent it will be a red card.
the red card guy
Nah, the guy said no. Man, more. Na me cry me president me share no. Any red card. It's one of the a lot of things I will call it surprises of the World Cup. One, yen share the goals haulage. So goals no now who time the Uruguay the 1930 time of World Cup, and then now who said goals. Fortunately, this time there was too much of goals. Too many goals were scored. Either said defenders in the week. Either said goalkeepers in Anasa, and I said the strikers in the sharp. It could be any of the both. But then after this World Cup, unless we see it our FIFA on reports, then one can say indeed that's what happened. Either than that, I find it amazing. I would say the standout performances in this World Cup is also not seen. Standout performance in the past, you World Cup, you can talk of a name like Roberto Baggio. You can talk of a name like Ronaldinho. We can talk about a name of, let's imagine names in the past. Luther Matthäus, Klinsmann, several of them. Way back in the 78, 80, World Cup, 82, 86, Maradona time, there's a standout. But in fact, if you'd ask me, this World Cup, the only thing you can say is the players that performed, and now we saw them, a French will say déjà vu. It's already known or they were existing players. What does it mean? We knew Messi, Ronaldo of Portugal, we didn't see much of him. Yes, France, Kabeka said, Obi Dembele, we didn't see much of him.
Yeah.
But what I say, check on the individual teams all over. Siaka said the brightest World Cup performance of the Ghana squad, we had average, Obiaya average. Somewhere below, in terms of popularity and the standout. Don't forget Ghana World Cup. When we went to World Cup in Germany, the German 2006, the standout, some of them are Samuel Jain, some of the Dramani, Steven Appiah, etc. And then notably Olele, he had a fantastic 2010. You can notably even the 214 that we lost, Sule Munteri and others on so episode. They were stand-up players because of Ghana. Tell me.
In 2010.
2010, you can tell about eight or nine of the players, were all remarkable.
Yeah.
But this World Cup, say, a brighter spot. Squad in I'm sorry to say, either we get one or two average. All of them fell below the average mark. Now, let's look at other countries. Can you just talk on top of your head, say, player we say, performing extraordinarily well. Our German squad, do you remember one? No. You can't tell me of only Spain for because be a winning and Abagas Yamal, Nidimba, Spain Frimuntama, Yamal wouldn't have been remembered anywhere. And consistently, this particular World Cup, it was a normal soccer fiesta.
But talking of goals, don't you think it's because of this time, number of countries are now more than the previous?
It's not the average hallmark of the goals. The individual players, World Cup, guys, he has scored. They have training in Ronaldo. What's the name? Messi. Why are they? Any France, your boy, Cameroonian boy with France for captain. If your goals, Mbappe.
Yeah.
They score goals anyhow, more of them. But we're talking about World Cup that teams have presented stronger defenders and strong team.
Okay.
It wasn't easy to bypass a defender and score one match about 10 goals. Two sides in team 10 goals in a match.
Okay.
And I'm going to say two things. And the third one is to consider is either say goalkeepers in an answer.
And our defenders.
And our defenders and we have extra sharp. But then I'm telling you, the strikers and also not anything too different from what we saw. Is Messi and then Mbappe and who else? How many of them? Spain or World Cup, yes, Niki Paye and Dimension. But how many goals na Spain so Simishi at the core finals? In the averagely, one of the most watched fiesta. Most watched said the competitiveness in an high. Rather, they featured it in 3 bigger countries. Bigger countries, and they said Mexico, it's a football nation. America is big. So a lot of teams more, then a lot of supporters followed up until you expect a bigger crowd. Now you're talking about Canada. It's a novelty. So for a World Cup to be featured there as a first time, no, the enthusiasm, the build-up also made the Canadians themselves also watch the match, even though they are not. It's not a football nation. Combination of all these put together, no, a bigger compared to say you feature in one country and as you feature no, it be a two countries. This time around, well, three countries. And so when you look at it from that striking balance, there, Obaka said, Kofor share more. But if you're talking about quality of soccer, this particular World Cup, not much as I think of. I don't see it. It was the best.
And the NT, I'm a friend, a man of many powers, because the Munian is an international diplomatic consultant. But then I call him man of many powers. And some section of Ghanaians Nimu say there was a time when now we are a class of folk management member. Now
in charge of international affairs. And that is 2006-18 and Honorable Aibonte and the later Aibonte and Harry Zakor, Alaji Has, Nesu Wonkolo. That's what was our squad.
So and then I'm more different at that time. You can't Ghana Premier League. Yes, I never remember Star Premier League.
Yes.
Kina Farmer Premier League.
Yes.
Maybe is it Coca-Cola?
Coca-Cola. Baby will be a Guinness for Abba will be a Ghana. They will fight.
And then I'm more yes no.
League, you know. Okay,
I mean, because I know to me more player be yes no.
Yes.
Free football.
Okay, one I'll say House of Folk. Typically, young management we were bad boys. We were bad boys.
Management. We say Emma a crowd so now we are
bad boys. Who understand soccer? Football is beyond the field. Our football politics, young squad, is yet to come in any team in Ghana here. Yes. What does football sells?
But if you say we are bad,
yes, so allow me to. I said bad, so allow me to define because I was on it. Listen, football is not only that 90 minutes. When you go Correball, our stadium, now ball torneta, the jubilation is 1 minute, 5 minutes. Yay, go. Open now, Kofi, what do you carry in your pocket? Nothing. The excitement is what football sells for. And then money is what football sells for. And either way, player benya, nisika, the fun, you take home nothing but than excitement.
Okay.
And the excitement means, me cost stadium to make sure, say, my team are winning. So, young time, no, that was the first. So, we need to put smiles on the face of somebody. Wafaka every Winneba, Ebesha has a call, Obesha Ishmael Ado, Obabesha Chastilla. No, a circle with a loose match. And to them, when House of Folk has a beautiful office, no. When House of Folk has a good coach, no. When House of Folk has what? So the triangular faces that goes into football, supporters were in the middle. Team must have a good technical head, but it starts with administration. So the administration is at the top. Good management with good office, good setup. Then on the down left, you have a good technical team. On the right, you have a good player and good players. What does it mean? The three triangular shape must correspond with each other. Meaning, say, untimin kofa Morino, and also untimin kofa Trapattoni, and also untimin kofa any best coach as a technical man on the wing or on the angle of the connecting factor, connecting rod of the triangular shape of football administration. You're a good coach. You're a Morino. But when you go to the right now, no akofa SHS players be a woman bobo. What about say who a good office? Said the team no. Oko House of Folk building so fantastic, nice office.
New one
yes, beautiful office. No be a training park, your training park. But when it comes to the table, when it comes to the football pitch now, you don't have a player. You don't have a good coach. So in an event, who a good coach, now who a good player, that can even complement the efforts of administration. But in an event, say we're good administrators, seasoned administrators, we need a technical and only team. What are you running? In the time, no, we had somebody like Ashford Tetoku. No administrator understand football in this country, as far as I'm concerned, more than him. And he was our manager. Then you have somebody like Harry Zakor. Harry Zakor is a bad boy in soccer.
Bad boy.
Bad. Nia Ibonte, Nyamenfa Nikrenzie, he understands the practicality of football to win a match. Nobody comes closer to him. Harizako, your friend is Alaji Has. These were the people that you can tell them, say, they don't need book to make sure a team wins match. Somebody will say, and then so what? And so what? You're a good office. You're a good administration. You're a floated team, look at their co-shares. Match Benya, when the last 10 years, if you ask me, being a management member of Asufuk X before, and then meaning play about the house hasn't got consistency of. In the time, no, and a Kotokobenya squad of Kalilu Dramani, Stephen Odru, Jordan, Nesania Mano, Ahinjiamo, and yes, we benya the Dombote, Ishmael Ado, Kofo, and that squad. Chastela. Papa, when we have this squad facing Kotoko, any Kotoko also facing us, they believe themselves. We also believe ourselves. But then beyond the performance of the team, we're bad boys. Because whatever that we have to win, leave certain focus and I will have to focus. We need BBA. We need BBA beats. I'm not talking we need B. We need she house. We need she. It's the psyche. I'm telling you, as only a draw. We play toys on the minds of your opponents. Now your name Jacob Nate Kukumase. 10th match Kotokone has who wins the league. And then who's a Kotof Adium so near Huna. What do I say? So my drew. Ne drew ni chirikamai. House of word drew on the chirikam. Yako said you muja kraman in our field and so.
Mama Mu said more do ni chirikamai.
Yes. Just only to divert the attention.
I don't want to find Krama Park.
The Kramajan born in Come Red Jan or Parking so.
Or Messay Modru.
Yeah, no Msako Chabuan, Sum Kukuno, Sum Yadena. We don't care. The mindset game that we played. Jacob Nate is the captain. Oba Stadium, Monya said he also saw more so. As I'm sorry to use the word, but I don't want to use English. But from one you shall come Kunu, Sekusiasha.
Because one was on idea.
Yes. But that was a game, mind game. And no matter she called her into Yajukusiano into my winning house. Okay, my German winning me. We never went to Kumasi, OWUSU match. Another thing people didn't know. There was a coach. I knew me near friend Cesar Jones. She matches you're winning Kumasi, you're winning 10 against 11. And that's Cesar Jones, you're no kotoko. Notable matches, even outside. Champions League in Opa Kosher records. You win your matches in a winning 10 against 11. We were bad. Because we understand the coach in the car, can say, let me put pressure on the team, but I have to shorten the team by one player.
Okay.
Now pressure met home to Zakotoko Bepego Ashe.
Because he needs so much short to one player.
One much short to. But then we have the flanks. Dombote who can run like a mad boy. We have Chastela who can run. We have Oseko who can scheme. We have Ishmael Adu who is ready. And to me, yes, any action. Then you take him on. You the Yoma no mu.
Most of that plan is a 1D red card.
As of folk, a drone house here will be no. Kotoko 1979, show 10 against 11. Opokun team time, they tell show 10 against 11. I'm watching him show 10 against 11, 1 midweeks, the T6. You made him a records. Team be a match, be a Basham 10 against 11. What do I say? I knew one of the team talisman. And then set that one aside. Baba, football. So also with the old players are beginning here, the politics, what will be? The Infantino no Yama Argentina for. Who cares about football results? In your poor match, you will be a quackoda. Why would you soon coffee or the soon coffee? Why would the Nigerian or the Nigerian? What does it mean? What it means is that whatever that happens for the match for you to win, now supporters in Yin na a China won't me mamma share match. At that time, your time stadium, your fillet. Almost 80,000 capacity, your fillet. And your crying 40,000. And then, also as good as Lucha Ubibia, Kotoko, look at them. Kotoko last league match in part 12 and Okumasi Sports Stadium, only Mediama or one of the teams. Is that what you want to tell me? No. Why? Because you are not winning matches. The supporters don't need anything. They want you to win. As a folk, I mean, sure, are there.
Okay, now,
Blasters.
Okay.
Akwasi regime. Fred Papo regime. Your friend is saying, Cocoa Board boss, your friend. Randy Abbey. Yes. Ask them. Now has of folk management. Now you know me show to help them with the referees. We'll be able to catch us a football. There's no referee, nothing.
No, me ntia se.
Make sure say Blasters 2006 qualification. We were helping Blasters. Massa, football has politics. Yeah, help Blasters.
In
terms of referees that comes to Ghana to what has to officiate matches. Referees, papa, they are human beings. Make one story actually, and it's an open public, and it's an open and yeah, but we can put in. We had one referee called Diamond. That was South Africa. Obedi a match, Yeni Nyimba, 2008, yes. Now you bought a Champions League. Wahase no. Near Kobo a match or Boase. Yanini a deal. House of folk in here. Didn't kasi? Yes. Yanini a deal.
So only mama.
Yes. Why not? What are you talking about? Papa, it's on any secret. It's not a match coming now. It's an old match, so I can talk about it. Okay. Do you understand me? FIFA cry for America the same thing because they do worse, right? And here there, okay? As of folk make a home, your man is car or envelope or the shame or the crane bag him. All right. You need to call park so no. Obuasi. After first half, now Diamond start to cry GG offside against here. Koshe go anuaje. By 45 minutes, second inside the second half. 70 minutes. Eko ini nano. Abra eko ini mba share one. Yeah, just 2 goals. 2 goals. Agwan so mfi
70 minutes or ma share go.
Yeah, share go. Don't go share go. Kra wanye. Tena esi eko hwie sika na chire kwai.
Every no ho. Okwajo bribe.
Ya kwaji sika. And in the hotel, Okodami Modin for purpose of security because it would be a dam on the place. That's why field and so. And a hotel inside the Ghana hotel. And just in the hotel Bakasa. Yajiki, the bag is your sports bag. You could be in your yesika.
Abroad in a parking.
Yesika, fine say I come for. Because we are matching. And what time came straight to Accra, police found that then a barman called Usika and also with the ATM. House of folk will not agree. But what I say. Now, you call St. George's, Ethiopia. St. George's now make a honey Kobe. March now called 2006 or 2006, thereabout. Now OWUSU. Young management created team that you can call for the drag in Suom de Mayo Hotel. On the match day, no. Ethiopia, this Ababa International a friend stadium, no. VIP was first floor, so you have to climb. Young management members grand yentima for first floor for ya no abre. On that day, on that match, the only player yenim de nyame no our team need the 11 players of St. George's a boy. Ghana new player on no mbo se friend Kumuji or ha na busuya for they should go and ask him. Your players sitting were pants down. Team mobile no tumika no agya no home. Now ko fond their fan no mabeshe. The only player who played with the whole team was Dankwe. No mdi share 4-0. Because I say, oh my share comes to altitude, yate, and so back. You don't call the same obwase. And that is a law which is most radio sports journalists be okrumbe they know. And to umbo obwase, near your agency be you movie. And to where 4 goes down, 4 goes deficit, as you come to the next stage of the competition, Champions League. Right? Champions League qualifying. Group stages. Now I was with him there. Yes, yeah, there. And to mobile no, Oman in Suya. So no memiano. Those days and them for social media say, women see me ahead. That I know so a unconforming me and soon crowded. And see the mom in our man. Those times in Suya by Laqua, whatever. And Crancofoyanum, Omobano. And then a bubble team say we free Ethiopia Bagana. Now Udun Suba, Onum Sio no Kayati. Can you find Gomuko for Umudo Bomsi Debbie? And yen yam got off Fontina in Yomdino. Omen the coding call for Nechi catch and send never be a Mokubi and Numbako. Omen the hotel Nako for supporters, Aquacodo, Boisi da Guyetinano. The who said, Oh my God, you Maomo. The who sign us okay, getting bad. Then we diverted and entered into the team. And then we diverted and entered into the referee. Referee no Ofi Benin. Yan ye 2 car call Hoko fine buy. You didn't better go into tulip 2 days. Fine. African referees will be a back team as your bar. What the Bama near Tria. I'm sorry to say so far, show me the other man who may God forbid. But then it did happen. Yeah, the referee no buy into only the enough from the players in Eswomoko. Oh, my goalkeeper, who was a Ugandan national keeper. National team was one of the best keepers in East Africa. That time na iPhone I feel started back so iPhone 11 and said 10 or say 8 too. As of was ready with iPhone. All midfielders too, they were ready. And the keeper said, send your players to us. I'll punch. Any referee akasa or to trade about could be a penalty. Keeper no chucha. Your players no or ball basra area bonti a flow to kosra. Players no kwa no a punch no. Ni aje record. Ya penalty. Yes. 10 minutes ni aje 2 goals. A call third one confirm coach is o mo ball no. No Yugoslavian coach Dimitric. Omo and the sanction woman no free park no so papa you advance. So if you sit there, it is the politics.
Always.
Maza,
including national teams.
Maza, Odro Savomo national team. I'm was surprised. Without any listen. Randy Abel, he knows what I'm talking about.
So why are we here?
Because now no, they've left the politics of the game. That makes the game beautiful. When your teams are winning, Baba, they cannot tell me. I'm an outsider, so I can speak as you know my mind. Blaster 2006 qualification, 2010 qualifications. Master, wake up, cry. The referees, countries lobby the referees. Who is home your angels? Referees never about World Cup. They are criminals more than you, I'm sorry to say. Who are they? They lobby them. Countries lobby them. So let us not deal with say beer, football, no, a angel game be, and I say saint game be, no more. And if you don't understand the politics side of the soccer, all my spectators, supporters, now OWUSU base. That is my conclusion. And until now see the face of our soccer, no. The players perform. But then the players themselves are encouraged. While winning match, now league table, the next match, or we know who crowd no. What the player bit said don't boti. At the Nigerian stadium, know who crowd that. Don't need to crowd the babo. Need to create you on fire.
So this ways and means in football, no? Is it that the current GFA balls he doesn't understand on TSA?
Catch any now has to folk management too.
So why are we here?
And the philosophy of today.
Performance. What should the performance and the question performance?
Well, there's no way me from where I said both of them are my very good friends. I don't make comparison of anything. What I'm saying is that I'm not to
collapse Ghana football.
One they collapse Anas.
Anas now collapse Ghana.
Yeah, he knows, and we all know,
including the Liga Kasa.
Papa, when the sports, when the football went on recess, went on stop, went for 2 years without league in this country. That was the beginning and genesis.
And he did it with good mindset.
That is okay, but it was needless exercise. After all, no.
What Anas did?
Yes, it was needless exercise.
Just to end some enormous basabasa.
Yes, of course, no. Omujayan from the time Anas here episode, that to number 12 or 12 floor, no. But what sources have you seen with any Ghana team? From women's, from under 17, all the national team and the league. That was the time. Okay. We've never come out as a country out of those shackles. Was it needed? Answer is no. Why? Because 2014, Brazil able host World Cup. All contracting companies, Brazil also good in construction. Now almost stadiums. One stadium bui and the company pay 14. So a journalist, a book. Protesting say FIFA 4 and World Cup Roma Brazil host to naka 8 months to the time because say FIFA a Brazil FA Oma shoddy job contract Oma back kick and to Oma Yusu scan yentina stadium ni peru no and book kakraka at that time the Swiss was in the FIFA Seblata okay. And petition Seblata. Do you know what Seblata told them? Okay, journalists and say you're a very good journalist, your book is very nice, I've read it myself. But the best place to sell is international airports. It is will be too kind on transit. Already. The title of the book was Brazil Dancing with the Ghost. Or chess or damage the Brazil soccer. Any bribe J, any Niamania or say on printed book. At that time when announced number 12 in Bayern, I was one of the person in this country. Mr. Kokuba announced is heading towards FIFA. I said, not today, not tomorrow. It's never possible. FIFA does not deal with any journalists at the level. So with the complaint of countries' football. They are criminals more than our FAs. FIFA is a criminal outfit more than our FA. FIFA sell matches more than FA. FIFA induce matches more than our FA. You don't know? Sanya Spain so oko and we didn't referee call park no so. There's no way anka Argentina no. Because Infantino na ankasa no or Argentine relations, Infantino na ankasa no or a fan of Messi.
Yeah, part of the former presidents. Nanado Danko Kufuado ne advisors ni bi ena number 12 video no udi kan hwe bia enka will you advise them so omo allow na asema ni video no
political decisions and negative political decisions impact negatively on a nation. Positive ones, if I were to be one of it, because they were trying to be what? They were trying to be very political into one person transparency. Football now be transparent. I never would have advised the president. And those who did advise, because I asked the co-chair president to answer.
Before?
Yes. Yes. You tell him never, because you dent the image and collapse and then create kind of a bad image for the country. And that is till today. Because after that one, before CBS suspended the league, teams in the winning league and thereafter the second year. No. Omoko African Championship. Nenan Kambo Krani penalty against Ghana because every referee was cautious about the team because one other to international arena. Have we forgotten about 1994? Italy, Premier League, referee. Say 8 teams, they all have to go on relegation by Italian FA. Why? Because there was a huge mafia game. Our ball fixed matches. Torino nyina so Torino ne your friend is international nyina so obi akoy including AC Milan. All of them were in Division 2. Do you remember the story in 1994? And to say Italy in 1994 no quite me sit down na ya because of football no there's corruption everywhere.
But what do you think Anas D can show videos no to President Ansana Obabe Yachega?
Na president on say and then we move later because a buyer na according to then their committee committee way and then all those committee, what did they come to help? Nothing came out of it. And if we were to deal with soccer, I don't know, so a sports journalist, we will spend a full time as shift now. Share the main topics of today.
They will come football will come back.
No, not this not this generation.
Are you sure?
No, not at all. Players they are not committed because the team is not performing well. So if you're a good player, you will never restrict yourself and then waste your time with any club in Ghana.
Anyways, live on NEAT 100.9 FM now asoguso utie me mighty adwumadie na utie. Farouk, obaye ubonwam na mene abnane olai discuss adem.
Yes.
Is about the politics of insult. I mean, from day one, baby e ba bedru. Now we are all looking how you solve that problem because a day will come. We won't say 15 years now watch phone. Or there, why you know, how can we solve this problem?
First of all, me congratulate you personally. Say, in our country, they will say, so near the Biaka. I'm happy. You do know very well, say, a special afternoon for any media house or station to call me, say, remember, I won't come.
Yeah.
Because I'm busy. But I've followed you. You've interviewed me way back in our hot. Consistently to other places, I hear top radio.
Yeah.
Any other station be our Kobiano. I've not shy away and I've not resist in coming to your studio or answering to your call, either on phone. It has to do with performance. It has to do with intelligence. And then, of course, technical questions that you ask. I'm sorry to say, some journalists and media people, they don't make any, common sense. And to me, some of the station you make a good sense, you make good technical reasons and then answers. Aside that,
thank you.
I like to come on your program because of your understanding on national issues.
Thank you.
Developmental agenda, developmental issues. As against, as I'm from political issues, I normally mean kasam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I understand politics in a different dimension. I'll take this opportunity to say, Nyamema was sitting power.
Amen.
And then in Akan, in the Bible, in the Quran, in any language, it says will be free adumu akwadum. It does not mean say where you went before were not good. But then they were preparing you, and you prepared yourself and moved from one grace to another grace and then to this grace. And this certainly will not be the bus stop. There will be another grace to come. What I was saying is don't change your style. Don't change your way of conducting, and then don't be biased. You've not been biased. It does not mean so by need FM, you know, or by aligning with any other divide. Just stay and stick to what you know best. The station no go say, okay, yeah, there, your way ni, your alignment, you know, say, acquire. You go out with your chest out, with your conscience very clear. And those who
Amen.
Now, Oma, the obey our house.
It does say always in sono, baby, you be frobiano, OJ, and so, and yet easy to get you, especially with studio. But yeah, that's it. Yamisha, and advice all the time. Also, I mean, I am not me very happy, say, Metina when him say, me no didn't come because you are too deep. We are very deep. Maybe. Yeah, we are deep. I mean, say I'm focus on international diplomatic consultant, Mr. Bra, but you're man of many parts. Baby, I wouldn't be for and he's okay. So God bless you.
God bless you.
And the way our guide now. Now, maybe I say, and your Sati committee, yes, Farouk. We know you can do it. As for this one, solving my because baby econo from politicians to ahemfo to a software. Ebeka krana u businessman out to baby krano. Yedewa ba befra. How can we solve this?
Okay, first of all, we are here because of one thing. If Ghanaians were listening, and I'm opening up for the first time.
Okay.
Country be a party, a certain political party, a certain political union. Edebe running, amanabe government policy biano. That country does not survive. I say once again, country bia obetinase say parties, political union, political association. Now all the manifesto say party MPP, NDC, PCP, CPP manifesto and other running government. You know that country can never survive the test of what and where they want to reach. Out of that, due to that, and again a political discourse. We are where we are now. Why? Very simple. The manifesto of that party is not a national developmental manifesto. Because national developmental agenda cut across the four corners, and then the 40 million populated, and then 267,000 square kilometer land called Ghana. That is what the developmental agenda must seek to attract. But here is the case. I see NDC, I'm using reference case scenario because on our government. NDC manifesto, who are the people who wrote? The people who wrote were not CPP members. The people who wrote were not PCP members. The people who wrote were not MPP members. They factored into the organization of NDC. They factored into the performance and how country, a team, your friends, NDC, party in best sustaining. So if you read at the manifesto, which I challenge you, go and have a look at it. Introductory of the introductory messages, you know, it all has to do with grassroots. How the grassroots will be happy. How grassroots members will be encouraged.
Not Ghana.
How grassroots members will be doing this. And how the party will sustain and win power and stay in power. At that point, Onyanka country ni developmental agenda home. Onyanka country ni agri policy. Onka country in security policy. Onka country in foreign policy. Onka country no their friends say the energy policy.
So meaning they think about their political party first.
That is why we call it a political party manifesto, not Ghana manifesto.
Oh.
The Ghana manifesto will be a national developmental agenda. Do we have that one? 60. You say we are going to 70-year-old country. We don't want to have one single developmental agenda called a project book for the country Ghana for us to follow. 70 years. How many manifestos in NDC watch there? How many of them NDC for MPP for watch there? Who wrote those manifestos? What went into the manifesto? What was the understanding of Nippon Omchua manifesto? No? On agri, who wrote it? On energy, who wrote it? On legacy projects, who wrote it? On road and civil engineering, civil construction, who wrote it?
They set up committee.
The committee, what is their knowledge as compared to knowledge from Ghana and Libya? Or no, your friend is saying, or your expert, or your technical person. Now on join any of the party, ni input to him for. Into party now call for net nasi. It is a party sino na your manifesto. And now what's the party members committee in Australia? Is that the country that we see for the past 70 years? Is that the country that you see, say, you call multi-party democracy in the Fourth Republic? Is that the agenda of these manifestos? MPP came with manifesto, but let me start with NDC. They started the manifesto in 1992. Rawlings, 2 years, 2 terms, 8 years. President Kufuor, His Excellency, all the excellencies, also by 8 years. Also the MPP manifesto. My uncle. What about the other? Prof. Mills, Yami Fani Crency, also the manifesto NDC, stroke MP, His Excellency John Mama. 2012, 2009, all the by manifesto ni si hin. 2012, President Mahama, also the manifesto by.
Yeah.
And then also 2015, Nana donated by 2016, ushered into power 2017, 1st January. Mm-hmm. Also, we are 8 years. Is that the manifesto that tells you, say, who see way? Now when we are my way into us. Is it that part of their manifesto? No. Because, say, every party seeks to encourage the grassroots, the members. It is all starting agenda 111 and a hospital project. And other project in my grassroots. Now, person who see here. So we susu de ne bia ba onso se media no missing project in yakukwan ketenkete. And there some to make sure say my grassroots members would also whichever way get the project to do and also get money to get the money and to support the base of the party and in a grassroots agenda. So we don't do anything than the grassroots agenda emanated and originated, schemed from the party manifesto. So never at a point. Then let's come to what the party seeks to do. Emra wa power. No serious nation in this part of the world. Your campaign, 2 good years, 1 year intensive campaign, and Adiabe president. Now, Bano, your campaign, you assume in opposition as will be president. What does it mean? What it means is that when the car prepare, we need independent nam 24 hours. We no party. One moment share party manifesto in your do campaign. You could not tell who will be your minister for this, minister for that, minister for that. Then you suddenly win elections and come to power. Assume on the 7th of January every 4 years. Now I spend it, we say, 4 years. 1 year we can take campaign time out. Nana Usu. Now with the 4 months, 5 months, and then where you minister say we. President Kufuor or cheap take power from Rawlings after 19 years rule. It taken 3 months and then was set up government. Take it out from the 4 years. President Mills, it taken nearly 5 months and then Oyi. Meanwhile, the party had been in power. Meanwhile, he had campaigned. Meanwhile, some people wrote the party manifesto. So you know the technical brains among them. Why should it be difficult? Until you win power. Then the manifesto is telling you and I say, me call Ukromnehe Ozu.
Doma East.
One fie. Thank you.
And that's all so.
Me call one fie no. Me promise you hine no. Say me ba.
Me money say.
Me ba be there be chia no. Now what spend 1 year? What spend 2 years of campaign intensity? What with the 1 year I have final wrap up? What when the power? The country has sworn you in the glaring eye of every Ghanaian. You've held the sword and the oath. What swear oath, you know? Papa Kotina officer, we did just 2 weeks. Now for the whole government entourage machinery, also called Thanksgiving tour. Because the Thanksgiving tour is in their manifesto. So that is why you start misusing and abusing the money, abusing your time. Until they go out there, either presidential budget or whichever budget. No must start it. Now baby or mama promising, even with that in crown, or he be or promising the crobium to man. Yeah, Thanksgiving the realm see differ. Which is ridiculous, which is useless exercise, which is needless exercise. Because what your power now because 4 years, serve me, serve you, serve yourself, and serve the country. You don't need any Thanksgiving. We've all witnessed the swearing-in ceremony. It is in their manifesto. And to begin with, when the 4 months now they set a government. To begin with, time I set a government, and when your ministers, and to do ministers, regions acquire Thanksgiving, and to what we see almost a year for nothing. and then 2 years of governance, administration, management, and then control. No, the following year, last year, no, a campaign beam, what diversion, your attention have been diverted. It's party manifesto. So therefore, when we are winning in every no, no say the performance is abysmal or below ranging. Now you are quite a party, not a committee of communications. Which serious nation in this part of the world are the president work, the party's work, the government's work is for me to see, not a communicator
to tell me.
No, excuse me to say, Yaman phones. Most of them normally agenda 111. Nipa baku Yaman phone 5.
5, yeah.
They may frame me nyakwa bra usu need FM. But one no, or frame ye ya no de amani nia. Ajokum nie. Then I make say, medical chair me MP. No size will be any. Meanwhile, no. A comment didn't. No, I don't listen to it because of some of these things. Because I don't see the sense, the common sense behind the fact. Say, who are a minister and now a president? Then you organize boys. A come dinner. They don't have anything to eat. Now when you want to phones, jaji iPhone. No matter credit, anopa na party no communication. I send you music the call nationwide. Say good things about the government. Are we crazy?
Whether being good or bad.
Are we crazy?
No.
So if you are serious and you are government, you want people to account for your stewardship and praise and appraise your performance. It does not take a third party. Call the party communicator. Out to some extent, you know, Jubilee House. Both MPP and NDC are like, no, my babbage now. Now a bag gate. Over Coco to a mom ho. I catch and say, you communicator now. Or a sanse this year no my name team number near Koji Hotel Amo Mada near Far Party Official Communication Directorate no mako coach you matters prevailing matters arising and no munko defend it.
You mean no serious country will do that?
No serious nation, and Ghana is a joking paradise because some of these things you don't know.
Hey, Faru.
Very beautiful country where could be a peaceful country we see. That makes it a joking paradise. On the positive side, say, Yampentokwa, and it's okay. But when it comes to our political discourse, we are jokers. Because you don't waste time, resources, and energy. Say, young boys now do material studio, do material room. Baby, I hire down momo. Villages in be I am momo a biomote. Omo office home dear man. Radio stations, including you, including our other radio stations, they are taught airtime, they are my woman. Our women journalists, whoever who is sitting behind the console, minim. Our almost so no producer, our mo, actually, they know the numbers to pick and who they want to connect. Oh. I hope say our own yes, I didn't know how because you know my bida. Producer be no bida.
Live on it 100.9. Me mighty Juma D and also Guswa Wuti and Yane Farouk Al Wahab and AD and Komo as international diplomatic consultant wa being and onona yedene share Juma D yase. Yeah, sure, my Ghana, your policies, anyhow, I see buye minor. And according to him, about how you implement it, no maybe yeah, say you jokers, and how can we solve that? So, Farouk,
yes,
my name said Professor H. Kwasi Prempeh Constitutional Review.
Yes,
my name said the key points in the when you be a reader.
Yeah,
baby, some section of Ghanaians can't want some more. A recommendation say, be the one term years in a year 4 years, you know, and Kayen Fanko 5 years. And I quite remember in opposition, John Dominic Mahama can say, if you can get me the voice, or see.
Let us not go there for time. Let's
very
talk,
well.
But it's a known fact.
Oh, okay, very well. Or see if you can perform near my 1 year cry, you can perform. But now, Casano, or say all the African countries apart from Ghana and Nigeria. And I yanko 5 years, I will 110 more. Saying this, do you think giving 5 years for one term, Edema president of Ghana, and then a bit my change BB?
Let me tell you, it's still a developing nation. It's still a country. Countries like America now, you do almost standard. Any template of constitution. Any run the election. What do I say? Developmental agenda, advancement is about 350 years. By the time maybe do her no I'll stretch here. So somehow Omudiano, when you compare to ours now, it does not work. Meaning, sir, they are dealing with what is called the federal system, federalism and state. The federal system and the state level, every state has their own budget, every state has its own government. Yeah, they are regions in the government, districts in the government, assemblies within the government. The government is still the central government and our appointees. But the United States federal system, no, you are the governor and no one it counterpart, ne you also got the Senate and your war the congressmen. And there's already a government or an attorney, state attorney, or no make it the laws of the state. Nibi beyond the any different. And to Omono, the federal president, the president of the American Betinasia, they are not talking about who built a certain bridge.
Okay.
They are not talking about who built a certain road. And then a part of an agenda. The part of agenda are 5. Or can the defense, American foreign policy. A call by first will become Iraqis or Iranians, etc. and the foreign policy. Or can about the education. Say, yeah, students, say, go school, you have more loan, you have loans. These are the issues. Or can about the tax bill. Say, yeah, you bet taxes you can for more, and you bet taxes here for more. Or can about something like the agri policy. Or can about the retirement, the aged. These are national policies cutting across the whole states. But when it comes to development, there, Ohio, you are taking a cake of the national budget. Run your government. Philadelphia, run. Pennsylvania State, run your government. To the extent, say, some states in the United States, New Hampshire, obi omo ntua tax kra. And to a talker on register. Omo policy say the state, in America. And in Ohio, say
the state within the America.
Yes. Rhode Island, New Hampshire, ntua tax. O talker, no answer the sequence now call. Your friend live or die. That's your motto. And this my insurance nam the can ko bo bi kro ni kumia, mini insurance. And so obey insurance scratch or no anepe. Manya menye. Any state, any federal law. Name so cross up New York. And onim so den the car New York, na New York there. You must have a ina. Obey temporary insurance for a day because New York police will not agree. Say, almost will be can no call. Look at that level. And where does the president come in? Trump doesn't care what happens individual state, but he cares about the federal. And the Oba say onya de an American for buafunu because he's the president of the entire federal states of America. And the policies no na for the performance and match say American president we wanya de anaso oya de. But compared to ours, which has one central government, and all the central government appointees were appointed by, like any other country, by one president. The president himself doesn't know when be a party members, when but capacity could be no. But because there's what is called lobbying, there's because what is called introduction, there's because what is called familiarity, family. Not sorry, I walk. In the case of His Excellency President, I'm using him as a reference because he's president. It be Assemblies of God, part de be a friend. Obi waha, or party nimu. Or Assemblies of God, or NDC member, on Shaso the Nembasha district waha. By virtue of familiarity, by virtue of Nasori no affair. This is how consistently, Nana do consistently President Kufuor President Rollins President Mills and all over the 19 governments of Ghana. That is how you take the forms of what? Appointing our leaders to take care of the country and agenda. It is a Koban and Sani said, by introduction, by whom you know, by friendship, by church, and by colleagues, and then classmates there. Then the country Nankasano, Yanshede ni agenda bi we niso. And that makes it quite difficult for them to perform. Why? Because ono na kwa sorry. Ne sofo na no kasa na ode no ofano.
Okay.
It is a we na dia odi bone a it's difficult. Because of be pacho.
Baby a ofa de be share.
Yes. Wakofa na yire ye fra o yire nua. What is them share? It's difficult. So be pam no. Until the country is bleeding all the time because of this kind of things. But here is the case. policy advocates of countries, good policy advocates will be a politician. Those who make the policy and laws of those land are countries in the course. All policy advocates will be a government because on your party person.
Okay.
And in the case of the 5 years, which is your main question, it is not bad. They can run after using all this, but the same thing say 5 years in obey you 1 year and son of forming the government, it is still the same.
I question 4 years.
I question 4 years in the moon. Because the women are relaxing more. Sir, no, sir, you say 3 months said me and the year Thanksgiving is the same nonsense. In this regard, 5 years will make them prepare. 5 years could make you at least. It's not bad. And they said Togo how cost 7 years. I had a macro do a year to mine a blanket because oni cabinet and do a year to wakwa 3 times 7 years times 3 or Gabon or 7 years indefinite. Benin or 5 years. Now I heard what Benin has done. Benin Republic said no so called Senka 5 years 5 years. 5 years, you know. New president, the chairman Nancy Patrice Talon. Now a businessman, you know, a certain agenda. Okwaya wade the finance minister, young boy in 42 years, one of the best finance ministers on the continent of Africa. Or didn't be replacing. One day say Benin Omae. Or new structure or new form of government, which I'm thinking say Ghana should learn. And he said, please, ye ministers, all former presidents. In this regard, President Kufuor, President Nana Addo Dankwa,
okay,
and Omar can say bit tiasia. Only MPP, including Supreme Court judges, including the Parliamentary High-Ranking Committee,
okay,
including Council of State, including those who matters, all of them forms a grand concourse.
Chiefs in Kahon.
Chiefs, opinion leaders, chiefs in Kahon.
Okay.
And then the church and the churches.
Okay.
Coalition of churches, coalition of Muslim, Islam, etc. And no matter the grand governance. So winning BB. Yenya choose president in Uye. No starting a Juma. Whether he does well or not, Yaman 10 years, 2 terms, but embedded in 10 years, 2 separate terms. So on the first 2 terms, or on the first term, 2 years, now the performance in your Juma. They don't need to waste money for the whole country to go election. This grand concourse, this grand team, all of them sit down and call the new president, sit aside.
No, maybe it's 5 years within 10 years.
10 years.
That is 2 terms.
They give you 2 terms.
So, say, or more appointed some Crawford, opinion leaders. I mean,
former presidents,
former president, opposition party
leaders in
there we are. First 2 years within the first term, no?
Yes.
So Mushena Onya
and
yet, general election.
No.
Okay, they will come
and
together.
look out for whoever fits or your Beninoise.
Okay.
Now you're a technical person
within same
political party
oh, okay.
because they are in power.
And that's super.
Near the naba.
Okay.
No, I bet to amo no so. Oh yeah. Time now was starting. No. The moment you saw a new president, obi any radio station to criticize the government.
No unnecessary politics.
No unnecessary politics.
Oh.
All political activities is grounded. No demonstration is granted.
Okay.
No coup d'etat will be permitted. No coup d'etat will be permitted. And this is a signature, authenticated, authorized, signed, accepted by all the former presidents.
And every decision on be taken.
A grand agenda of both MPP and DC.
That is the Chrome for no benefiting positively.
Positively.
Oh, okay.
It is Benin. The new boy no political agenda in SCZ.
That's easy.
And you don't find the policies. Na country no find better so. Patrice Talon yeah no who the impact and on the actual omanya. Is that what we have? No. That's not what we have. And nana no 5 years to me it wouldn't be bad.
Okay, so information I mean Sakane has to say almost sometimes cry almost see some of the journalists now more card impo. I will be named honom.
Papa, journalists cannot talk nonsense to incite the public and make unnecessary tension in the country. You are not allowed to criticize. The person is informed. So he knows what I'm talking about. You are not allowed to sit in your studio and speak anything politics. How much more communicator? Now, to a crass here, and so no Robert Kachem say, MP, Yamaha Bridge, our government to me the book ba the performance profile the ba over consuming ho. Is it possible? You can't do that in any serious nation. What about Botswana? What about Namibia? What about other countries? Even Malawi. Go and look at how said the Ahokekani city and Ghana being the Switzerland of Africa, home of politics, intelligence. Yeah, what 275 parliamentarians, 60%, all of them lawyers. Nasila and Bianchi struggle. 5 years in is not bad. The usage of the 5 years to me is the problem.
Okay.
Now, other notable things in that constitutional review. Nana, don't forget, sir, it is a constitutional review committee, CRC, enacted, established, appointed, selected by the ruling government. In my case, my brother, His Excellency President Mahama. You didn't select them. If it were to be in the case of Benina, then it's the state. Technical people would have gone into the constitutional review because they are reviewing theirs. But this is a committee set up. The idea is very good. But the committee presents the report to His Excellency President Mahama. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
In this case, he chooses and picks which one of them that he wants and which one he doesn't want. Before it goes back to Parliament, so more or less the constitutional review, no, there won't be civic education this annual. That is it. It is not a Bible at this point. It is not a Quran at this point. Say constitutional review committee presentations from my end. The president can decide to ignore all of them. We are back to square one. But it has not become established law. And to look at Professor Prempe Dewayeno, Omaya there. But then who is to enact? Who is to accept? Who is to authenticate? Who is to accept? Who is to validate the Omayeno? It takes only His Excellency, the party, the ruling government of NDC. What about tomorrow? And tomorrow again, MPP comes to power, also by a constitutional review committee. So which one is which?
Okay.
But what I say?
Me too, pa.
And the constitutional review committee na ya no. And ya dear Ghana, you need referendum at this stage. And then your parliamentary approval at this stage. It's only the government says me pay. Mama we no are using the numbers for parliament, no they are parliamentary law. No they are kind of constitutional your friends say the CI. Either than that, it is as good as any storybook and a president in Bekai. Their own pen won't even force no. Say a committee, what the report in Abba, or say 5 years, any the president in Betiase. But what about say, so recommend this, say, president, you know, after 2 years, what agenda they buy and went to me, I am Pama, who is a president in Betiase. And then let's see, say, this constitutional review will be the last. No, it won't be the last. And it's not the first. And the MPP bar in the future, also back when constitutional review. And I say, anything I review, no, also that makes this country a joking paradise.
When we base on 1992 constitution,
yes,
we know sir it allows Ghana Obetenaswa as a president wakwa 2 terms, making 8 years for you.
Yes.
Now, in case of John Dramani Mahama, the president of Ghana, wako and awasaba, and amount for feels say the performance as a president the second time wabe. Within the 1 year 8 months, you know, super. And Tibima shall say, oh, your man in Kobium, your man in Twas, your man in Kobium. Minuya can crunch and cry the Supreme Court or Mosu or Munjin Chilimum. You, baby, I would say, you advise. There is a code say, when applaud is high, you must leave the stage. Will you advise President? If sir, a quenya bar on Twas, and I so be advising and say, no, the idea. Si from Nansha na normal babe say cry na at the power you know within babe say what would be your advice?
First of all, I'll quote the president. His interview granted in Singapore.
That's say he's only interested.
Only interested.
Yes.
And I was very happy he said that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a commitment. He didn't.
Committing ho.
It's a commitment. He didn't speak in the sky.
And he won't mean changing no be.
Now
He's a human being. He's a Ghanaian. He's African.
that's right.
Yeah.
I'll come from a different angle.
Anyways.
Your constitution, like our laws, laws are the Supreme Court of Justices, Appeal Court, High Court, lower courts, districts, etc., tribunals. Nana OWUSU is too much of indefinites. And you think a case back kokota, yetimi ko adjournment, process, review, 20. And you smart lawyer, case back between 15 years. And then a land case, it 30 years. It's the process of filing this, filing that. Indeed, those who have even examined, those who have written, took part in that constitution of 1992. No, Omukra no conform bejina ha. Omia 5 within even the same party at the time, which is NDC government. No, ebi kura so omo diverge views. Ebi mun said omo ti ase na different. 2 years before His Excellency President Rawlings Sebewu, I can show it on my phone. I had a visit to him, a call, courtesy call to him. We sat down for almost 3 hours. We talked. He told me, and on quote, if he knew, say Nebaya and Constitution was signing. Why? Because he didn't understand. He said 2 years, 2 terms, 8 years, he cannot come back. Or say the only person I trusted at the time within my government was D.F. Annan. This is Jerry. And I think there's a story about or no be the home come our catch in the panel because more even a video of it. D.F. Annan Robusa and say, have you read through? Because he was part of the person. Yes, I have. Have you read through? I said, yes, I have. Mr. Annan, I'm asking the last time.
What kind
have you read through? I said, yes. We have sanitized everything.
Wow.
I don't know. Can say I'll sign with my blood.
Oh.
And Mr. D.F. Annan no can say I'm and or J pen. And or sign it. And or by year public. And or sign it. It's D.F. Annan.
So signing 1992 Constitution. Now the late Jerry Rawlings.
No, him say
Oko.
Him say Oko 8 years. No, him say Omabiem. No, him say after the 2 terms, it will be like there's some other countries. No, Betima Saba. And the China Obe who said no, 2 consecutive terms. Oko 2 tenure at a go. And I said 1 in, step in, 1 out later. Now 8, He didn't understand. Said it was the only 8 years. Either continuous or or broken into 2, no. A confusion. In the time of President Kufuor Bayeno, one said Obeye agitated and very heated. I've been an constitution, I said, but now it's too late. Now this is the case. His Excellency President Mahama, my very good brother, I would say, and I'm saying, all since 1957, he's the first Ghana president. All those who came before him, they were Gold Coast born. So the first Ghana president of this country is President Mahama. Do you understand me?
Ethiopia.
And in his own words, when President Mills if we are Settlement Park in 1 week, or say the burden on him is pleading and begging Ghanaians to help him carry the load into the another. And then he understands and acknowledges the speech in the hall. So, not the first Ghana president. All those before him were from Gold Coast. So, if anybody understands Ghana issue, it is him. Now, let's look at the country. Nobody had been lucky and close to the lack of President Mahama. Looking at from his administrative rise up, from where he came from. Assemblyman, party this, party that, secretary from his region, Sabeye minister, that is secretary. Wako communication secretary da, waye deputy secretary da, wabe vice president da, waba president by part 1, waba onwa president part 2, wasaba president part 3. So technically, even after so continue His Excellency Prof. Mills, Yamin Fani Krensi, obeye 6 months be oho as an independent president, sworn in with an oath. And to a deep president cry even 3. Now, he is a man who understands calmly constitution or calmly politics. And for sure, whether he performs good or not to some extent, the calm nature makes him adorable and Ghanaians like him.
Sure.
And we, some of us, will like him.
Now,
It does not. It does, of course. Some of them, of course, maybe than a populist game. Sometimes we'll play games. But then, of course, reality is that he's calm. What I say?
Yeah.
He could be a bad boy sometimes, but he's calm. On your rough politician. Let me quote it.
rough politician.
No, on your rough. No. Your politicians they are very mean. He's not. But he's a guy. Sometimes, say, we playing actually, but quiet, like a Maradona. What do I say? Now, the reality here is that Nana OWUSU.
Ethiopia, Farouk.
And he came to meet a constitution which he understood. Because I'm making such a remark, say, the next 4 years now, obey saying. Please, from me, you ask of my opinion, no opinion of Ghanaians.
Yes.
I will strongly advise, advocate, and suggest that the president should not follow all those who are pushing him into the trap. Because good number of them woman kasa political agenda.
And a personal interest.
Personal interest is a political agenda.
Yeah.
Because on the flip side of the reverse entry, during the time of His Excellency Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, onya akwa first term, onya akwa the second term. What are we talking about here? Enti se Nana Addo second term no, obe 6 years no, and was started the agenda. Though we had a hang parliament with 1 vote, and Omam started propagating the agenda of continuity of the third term. His Excellency President Mama was in opposition at the time.
Yeah.
Would he have agreed?
No.
Would the NDC agree?
No.
Are you getting me?
Never.
Am I making sense?
Very.
So if that is the case, sir, every generation must be made to solve their own problems. Whether constitutionally, there are technicalities, and indeed, when you delve deep into that constitutional, ubenya anything say it is not straightforward. Otimiba, otimiko, your constitution and your papa sa, with there's definitely subjective and objectivity with the deadlines.
Very well. 11 minutes after 5, live on Needs 100.9. Me mighty Jumadi and our Sungusu Awuti. And my name is Kwabena OWUSU Agyemang, the governor. My name Farouk Al-Wahab, a international diplomatic consultant. In common about me try me one about me Brita one more me ba ye be ko ye no na se mreba mu na betima fa call so a ya ma monso mo ba na messages e wo ho no so ya kenkan e de amo menko ba bia ye ba yesi
Me mighty moyo unoramba urikumusha kana shokora uya risina kuna kandi chanzwa nani daindine mapapiro me mighty
.9 FM.
Hey, catch it. Listen in here. And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no. Twem so betumi a. Hey, asew. Duku Potomanto this way chocolate drink na kan wo hwe afibian so beri ni waware ni a this way chocolate drink na kan sia asew udan kanu tumu ho me be mo anu so hye kura de aka ho wo hade e wapi ho o ka se batete e da fom won this way chocolate drink
Kra cha be pe baba aware yi
asew
ye fi ase this way chocolate drink ye sori anopa no ne yenom ye bi hye fridge nom no se snack ye nya hoho a no ne de serve wo mo ye didi wie ne ye pe bibia bogu ya de so a this way chocolate drink in yanom and this way no ti anu a he se kire wom koko wom prick wom bibia wom ade wo hia ni so hye
this way chocolate drink
de wo hia ani so hye
FDA ahwehwe se adwede nkratoe mu agye atum se eye
What's cool, fresh and trendy with a new look? Makes you feel real good, that refreshing vibe. Satisfies you right just the way you like. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? Ain't gotta do it alone. Specialized makes you flow. Anytime, anywhere.
Taste natural mineral water. Feel different. Think special. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
You tune into 100.9 FM.
Wananochema chida baba maiva chiti uri kudzoka rini mifananidzo yava kundita marwadzo nekuti handisi pedyo nemi mari yandinotsvaga iri kure asi rudo rwemusha rwuri pedyo kana ndingava namapapiro nhasi ndaibhururuka ndodzoka kumba mwari ndinemi here mhuri yangu yakachengeteka here mwari ndinemi here mhuri yangu yakachengeteka here ichachengeteka ndinoda kudzoka kumusha mai vanorwara ndiri kure ndinonzwa nani ndichanzwa nani kure moyo wangu warwadza moyo wangu kure akureve kukanganwa moyo vakaoma
Nit FM Nyo.
moyo unoramba uri kumusha kana shoko rauya risina kunaka ndichanzwa nani dai ndine mapapiro ndaibhururuka kudzoka kumusha mai vanorwara ndiri baba vanorwara ndiri kure ndichanzwa nani kure here ndiri kure ndichanzwa ndiri kure ndichanzwa nani madzimai vanorwara ndiri kudo ndichanzwa nani mbuya vanorwara ndiri kudo ndichanzwa nani moyo wangu kani moyo norwadza kani moyo wangu kani inochema ndega kani chengetaiwo pindirai wananochema chida baba mai vachiti uri kudzoka rini mifananidzo yava kundita marwadzo nekuti handisi pedyo mari yandinotsvaga iri kure asi rudo rwemusha rwuri
yakachengeteka Mari dinemi Muri yangu yakachengeteka Itachengeteka Ndinoda Kudzoka kumusha Mai vanorwara Diri kure ndinonzwa nani Baba vanorwara Diri kure ndichanzwa nani Moyo wangu warwadzo Zvakaoma kana uri kure Moyo unoramba uri kumusha Kana shoko rauya
The best station in the capital, Neat FM.
Dai ndine mapapiro dai bururuka kudzoka kumusha Mai vanorwara diri Baba vanorwara diri kure ndichanzwa nani Kure here diri kure ndichanzwa nani Diri kure ndichanzwa nani Madzimai vanorwara diri kudo ndichanzwa nani Mbuya vanorwara diri kudo ndichanzwa nani Moyo wangu kani Moyo norwadza kani Moyo wangu kani Inochema ndega kani Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Chengetaiwo Pindirai Mwana nochema chida baba Mai vachiti uri kudzoka rini Mifananidzo yavakundita marwadzo nekuti handisi Maria ndinotsvaga iri kure asi rudo rwemusha ruri pedyo Kana ndingava namapapiro nhasi ndaibhururuka ndodzoka kumba Mhuri yangu yakachengeteka Mari dinemi Mhuri yangu yakachengeteka Itachengeteka Ndinoda Kudzoka kumusha
Utie oha extra ponkno. Needs FM.
When I no chema chida baba Mai vachiti uri kudzoka rini Mifananidzo yavakundita marwadzo nekuti handisi pedyo nemi Maria ndinotsvaga iri kure asi rudo rwemusha ruri pedyo Kana ndingava
All right, so 24 minutes after 5, live on Neat 100.9 FM. Me mighty Juma D and our Songusa Uti. My name is Kwabena OWUSU AGYEMANG, the governor. Farouk, I'll have that's what I say. Yeneno Egusu Ayedin Komo. There was some few minutes to go now. Yeah, call Peace FM, near the Peace News now, bro. Farouk, my minimu dear, but me ambush you kakra. Ever has say yes. My name is December. 5th December, Gambia for a Toaba, right?
Yes.
Gambia for a Toaba.
Yes.
So they have MPP or Gambia. And a UDP, right?
Yes.
Or Gambia.
Yes.
Who are interested?
Okay.
Because with him, I was doing something. I made say, hey, and Crawford, but Faruko, Beji consultation of Faruko, I will more bar or more to come in December.
Okay. So,
I
don't
know where
you got your information from. But then opposition leader is called Mr. Fall. That is me and his communication, including this morning. You can call and interview him.
Okay, so this is an opposition leader.
Yeah, Fall. He was a UN International Court of Justice Homo prosecutor. And then now my friend who has also
we have an interview. Ahmed, we work on
and
that.
Then one of my best friend who stood against Yaya Jammeh, who stood against Barrow. He has disgraced me, I'll call it, and he has disappointed me, I'll call it, because Mama Kande was the leading opposition who's supposed to ideally joining Mr. Fall, now come to Adama Barrow, who had done 2 terms, 10 years. Adama Barrow a changing constitution, a third term, which are Emra na Yaya Jammeh, that was the problem. Indeed, Gambia elections or Gambia politicians, I'm too much deep-necked. And I've shown you, Mr. Fall.
I've seen the chat.
Mr. Fall, you can check just yesterday. We are doing some things with him. I've taken him to His Excellency, former President of Nigeria, Babangida, for advice. We do a lot of things. Before, it was his opposition friend, Mama Kande. You can Google Mama Kande. I have Mama Kandes also. And they all chat. We chat. We are very good friends. Yes, they are going into elections. But Africa as it is. It's sad. Adama Barrow came from the back. Nanka Onye coalition and choosing as an independent person and in politics. Unfortunately, when he came into power, he's the sleeping president of Africa.
100.9.
Many incophobia chroma crack on Hoda. Obaba no the inner office at the palace no she pajamas as at 11:30 a.m. No ada.
Ayo besra Ghana.
Adama Barrow ma had a Mama candidate. I have a proof. East Legon they know some hotel be and bar order. And Mr. Falls also or baby order. Either Fall or then again Mama Kande is going for presidential vice president to Adama Barrow. Indeed, no nanke the lead no opposition leader. Africans came to our switch camp, but I'm still with Mr. Fall. Hopefully, Fall never president of the Republic of Senegal come 5th December.
Very well. Okay, and then maybe on phone one day. Nobody who come.
Be ready. Be afraid. Remember, even Barrow. Remember on in Akasa.
Matime dasepa. Sa 30 minutes. Okay. Yeah, Ghana is a gateway to Africa. Still, do you believe in that?
No, Ghana is not a gateway.
My enkasa
Sir, gateway no. I don't confuse here. Gateway. They were talking about from the Atlantic entry. The Atlantic entry, countries over Atlantic. Saint Anthony Munina gateway no so. Atlantic entry from the Caribbean and from the American side, the gateway to Africa. How can somebody say gateway to Africa? What about the Eastern Horn, Eritrea, Djibouti? What about those in Madagascar in the Indian Ocean? And if I zoom in, say the gateway means of Europe nearby there, then the African.
They understand of gateway now. Your is Ghana is on mania but independent.
It is also not true.
Africans,
we are talking about sub-Saharan, fine, but it's also not true. The champions, Botswana is ahead
but
of
Ghana. Exactly. Fighting for them
Sub-Saharan,
to get it. Yes.
Ghana leads, as I said, Switzerland of Africa, or pushing the agenda for all of them.
Yes.
In Makasa, Ghana, your independence in the setting the tone of the countries in the West, in the West of Africa, 19 countries at the time. Omunyina force DG independent out of anger. French economy independent. 11 countries out of anger. Not that they wanted to. Ghana the pressure and buy and or Nigeria be Nigeria 3 years after Ghana no. The same 1960 no. Na Ghana and Nigeria oma unified no mo push agenda. And then the ma French for bufu ye. And to ma Togo independence no 2 months. And oma Benin 3 days. And oma your friend is a Burkina. Mali can boom 2, 3, 4 days out of anger. You no ja West Africa man say mundi Ghana for including Cote d'Ivoire and called Central African Republic. and English for so dear the enemy no or the my 3 countries 4 Gambia, Sierra Leone, Ghana, Nigeria and also bufu ye and no call baby to them no fancy no fees woman in tie and no call East Africa into any French for the cabo say yeah for East Africa as English provinces as English colonies Mamo Maho and a French forms say Mamo Sumo ma Central Africa how you see say Central African republics English fluency ho and it's the same thing you saw say East African republics French for say English for so French for so alcohol so gateway that was to me arguable because I know African continent
yeah very
including the country St. Antonia still Minumi said there's a West African country, St. Anthony, also a West African region. Betty Farman I outcast on Johnny Bibia. Down there in the ocean of Angola. Oh. Or no, closer to even Brazil. It is all kind gateway from the Atlantic Ocean there. Then the gateway entry tip, Dakar is not Accra. Because Dakar is closer to Brazil.
Nanka many would need some komowi because many were the in komowi say pen. Obisi fantastic interview because you could where's Governor, please let Peru talk about Ghana Airways. You call commercial break here. And me who say and I'm okay. Let me say a decacra. Meaning say enka Ghana wo ho ye bo ye bra ye pa enka ye developing enka ye koyenim but there was a time na apart from Ghana Airways Ghana airline enka ye one international airline no be say wo Black Star line ye wo ye ship ana ye exporting no makoko timber and when I saw the ship I said wow fantastic.
Back then.
Those days.
Over 40 years ago.
And then we can boast of national airline. We can boast of this.
Yeni canoe. Canoe creation say Ghana Blaster like canoe.
So where are we going? Your direction you're there.
Yeni direction.
And we have fantastic airport. Over Africa, say airport, you bet me say
is one of the biggest hub of West Africa. Nigeria Murtala Airport is only in terms of the number per Nigerian population, average score. But international flights are 2 there. Ghana is the top on the whole of West Africa.
International flight?
Yes.
A2
free
across the West Africa?
Yes, of course.
Ghana?
Any flight to be a local Lagos? Flight to do not say the bit. Sierra Leone international flights from Air Brazils and Kenya Airways, the flights issue near you. Gambia, how many flights issue? Virtually none. Roberts for Liberia, how many flights? Abidjan, how many international flights? And yeah, Air France, money are there in Brazil. But Ghana has all. KLM or 7 times. British Airways or 10 times.
Within a week.
Ethiopia or 10 times. Back to back. Emirates or 7 days. So I only 10. Emirates or 10 times.
I transit.
And yet transit is a busy hub. And yet transit. How many people in the transit from here to Okobukina? Obian transit. And then actually it's a busy hub. Non-stop flight to Accra. Non-stop flight to destinations into transit airport to Sebia, Dubai, Monet, Amsterdam, Krabaka transit.
Why we don't have this? Why?
Do you want to discuss this today on your first day? Over Yario, people will not be happy with the emotions that goes into it. You have a lot of
it's very bad.
But per time we have on
difficult to get you. Very difficult to get you. So and then you were 27 minutes to go. You need home come because a big catch them say if indeed you were Ghana for they are perfect. Ghana for are good in terms of say Jumano, port aviation and kaya good pa and think no crano employment crano. So ushe Ghana age yenya CCA and we can boast of this yenya shame. I mean sabi ye okay as our man.
Obianwa are you happy with it?
Including president.
The president is never happy with it. I have. It is a record. It is on record. I have sat with His Excellency President Mahama 6 months.
Did you do that with President Akufo-Addo?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
And what happened?
Nothing happened.
So why we don't have it? Why we that Aden? Why Aden?
Anyway,
because
His Excellency President Mahama granted me.
Say it then.
And then I have a meeting with some investors on the same national airline. He was not even a president. 6 months into the elections of 2024 elections.
Okay.
I was very optimistic and knew that he was going to win.
Okay.
So I went to him. He also said me in his home. We've had a discussions on that. When he became a president, sworn in last year, January, his first trip was March 10th to Germany, Munich, for World Security Summit. I was there. He hosted me in his private apartment at the Charles Hotel. It's on record. And it was about the same airline, so I know what we have discussed.
And under John Mahama, Yebenya National Airline.
He should have done it by now.
Yebenya National Airline.
I expect him to do it because of why his zeal. Because he said, and I'm quoting, anybody closer to his president should go and ask him. He said, sir, among all the enlisted legacy projects, what he wants to leave behind before he go out of the 4 years. That I didn't say out of the 8 years. Out of the 4 years. Before he goes out, he wants to give Ghana a national airline. I'm quoting him. And I'm quoting where this conversation took place. The Charles Hotel. I'm quoting him where this conversation took place. October 2024.
Wow.
Before 2025 elections. 2025 elections. 2025. Wow. So I'm just quoting him. And see, I think, sir, over the zeal, because it was one of the things he spoke about.
To purchase airline, to say, yeto.
You first gun to plane, you discover a high. So
why is it difficult for Ghana to get it?
Because of the administration, who to put out there, who are to organize. And I've said and I've mentioned, I refuse to talk about this, but then you're pushing it. When they say, no country in the sub-region, on the West African belt, have trained aviation officials more than Ghana. Country bien not Nigeria, not any other country. Flight BIA international flight is see Lagos. Is see Namzikwe Airport in Abuja. These are the two biggest. Is see Abidjan. Hofebwanye. All of them Abrofuna and the dispatch. Oman the receive. Oman the dispatch flight. The only country on the sub-region no flight be a Bahabian. Yeni Bruni and any foreigner. And what dispatch flight in Ghanaians in a dispatch flight. That should tell you.
Ghana for years.
Yes, sir.
Young girls and young boys.
For British Airways, at the Makumu started some dispatch British Airways. Makumu started some dispatching Arimono. They are young girls, they were young girls in their 27.
It's a free man. Or hobby.
American for of all people. Adlaimo, small girls, young girls. In their 30s, the dispatch Delta. And they do it perfectly. Abrafuni here, so British Airways, KLM, Bruni Jar flight at the Mansamon dispatch. Both receiving and both departure. Papa, you don't have an idea. If you go into the aviation, Ghana has trained huge, massive, more than any other. And Abrafuni take advantage of young professionals and paying them peanuts. Assuming so were all the professionals. Everything, including take it from dispatch and then from takeoff and landing. Ghana for ni bibia, Bruni bia ni omachi under their own supervision. Obakone bi 30 afende bi nyenye. Omo senior seno crowd your friend Suzy mo amo Ghana. Omo crowd omo no what come 4 flights bo mo dispatching nyina accurate. I don't think here they into me because we've had managers our manager Ghana Airways. Ghana Airways Belande Kotoga International Airport DC-10. Na the tie aju ye nya manager no so Ghana Airways manager ka say the tie na aju a mo fa nko 37 self organizer bi wo mu tuta no nko repair. That is an understanding of somebody who was a Ghana Airways general manager.
Well, we are not here.
What do I say? Oh, papa.
You check the chimba, papa. Give me 2 reasons Ghana Airways is good.
One of the reasons late departure, late landing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. And then free tickets by state officials.
Free tickets.
Free tickets. Because that time, no MUSU coupons. NASA, duplicated and NASA carbonated receipts, tickets, And to be a fabi, no cost systems, no buku, no nya okay. Ticket, no me coupon, no actually near the Amakwa OWUSU. And to no airline official na or 2 ticket, or take on a system, or shall say would D our system, no so I'm powding also. Or shall say ticket number, and panipan the ticket number, ne de atoso. On found what triaka won't track on found. Into full flight of about that time, no, DC-11, no, FAB about 170, say 88, under 200. DC-10 for about 150, and I said that number. Ebi o ma tua ticket no kwa nu 50. Obi aka bi atimu free. And you want 2. Flight is supposed to leave the departure bay, the departure counter, the departure no. Our airport, so to free. Heathrow Airport, ebi at 3:15. After 3:15, 3:20, my flight in free. Now taxi then they start the British Tax Authority and start a control.
So this delay and free.
A delay, they say. Minister A, Manager B, Neire Ewa London, downtown. In the case of Ghana, with that time I was in New York. Mafo flight in a year, now Obi a friend of 34th Street. Afe na Neire, Alpha Holland Tunnel, Eddie Taxi, American Traffic. Abefa, your friend is say, a Bronze, Queens Boulevard, Abba LaGuardia, Abba JFK. Into Beduano, na flight, no, I delay by 40 minutes, 1 hour. Afe no makwan because say counter na check-in staff for what the main airport no they supposed to vacate but then am see enwie ye nti no obi mama for flight ye twen na me checking in and na the bag na call ye tua check-in
because ni kru ye Ghana minister
ebi kra wa ye sabi judge ebi kra no ye Ghana was money ento no be wie ni bibia na obesa kodi JFK immigration obenanti over 5 kilometers before you get to the boarding gate no. Na flight in 2 hours. Ni actually and sana flight na take off. Obedu kotoka.
Who assuming says sana see ya and I say you know for the fact.
That was what happened. Nana Usu, that was what happened. Are you telling me? Let anybody call in. Said late departure, late London, and then also abuse of tickets. These were the 3 things. They collapsed the light. How did it collapse? 2 flights 1 day. Heathrow British watch back on DC-11 no. And from Mochino, Italy switch DC-10 1 day. Nyina plan here. Do no ye card. Ye red flag some dear car. And the plane no one sound fanco. No mammy a taxi awie. Fanco ye passengers in Gu Hall. Ye passengers in Gu Hall. You and a British Airways just passengers here special flight. That was the end of Ghana Airways. Italy the same thing. That was the end. And a flight in Sakoka one time and year. And another last one was the technical maintenance. It is a maintenance, flight in Ghana, or all professionals are not better maintain the aircraft. Professionals, aero engineering, baby, but they will not do it over here because yes, it can be D. Into the back, so Mauritius, so Dakar, so doing quite or bar, bear no de bano. That's what the country is paying to a better free at source. And a part, emergency part, they will not order aircraft to be a passenger aircraft. Said that no. When him send the common problem first and the time because take off landing every day in the time and winter.
Okay.
What do? You have them. Oh, Ghana was not doing that. Women said not there itimere. And into rather no, yeah. So that you buy contingency. Said the electricity corporation, the water company, Ghana, no. Bibi or how 1 year. Or better damn because a necessity. I don't want load no na najo. Tana say a pie. I say here be a bin Ghana. Omni be or stores. And Tiasa will be 4 flights. And why no be so you be shedem dada. Or say my order be. I know or Gia a source in the Trianica instant. The Omukoto the Omu penny credit. And this was the Baysama. Yeah.
You call that a Baysam.
Na Baysama, yeah, Bay. I didn't say airline be here no. What the best the time now, penno. I hope you bar no yaba. Why do you create that emergencies? This was what in else you airline industry, aviation industry there. Don't go there. Because I can't near maybe a can't a certain regime and a certain World Aviator Group. I'm a consultant on WAG. And we had gone straight. We've gone. Ubusam Nanado's government. Yes, we did. I've said a lot of things about this already. Together with the commercial attaché of American embassy, American ambassador, ya go on the airline because a certain American company for Atlanta, a subsidiary, and I say partners of Delta, almost 200 aircraft, no person deba near the national airline. Is that what we did? No. Papa air tire dirty. We don't want to go there. But then I urge and I challenge His Excellency President Mama what he said. To me, I'm not quoting anybody. You know me, I don't talk by heart. What has not happened at the time, because I'm not a politician, I'm not to please anybody. He told me, he granted me access. One of the things that I like him, if even he would not do it, he would have time to sit with you.
Is it true, say, Udin Crophobia animal lobby just for them to come and run airline? What has he?
Not airline, not me, do, man. I'm part and parcel of the World Aviator Group. As the only consultant, we are about 24 consultants. They be Ethiopians, they be Kenyans, Americans, etc. I am part.
But you say now, you think Ethiopia for person.
It is a waste if the country would ever do that.
Why?
The Ethiopia Airlines is running a national airline. Egypt Air Fuaba, running national airline. Kenya Airways were running national airline. Ghana wanted the game, Nasi. Emirates Fuaba. How do you allow Emirates or a national airline of the Republic of United Arab Emirates, the kingdom? Majority is there. On an airline on a hub, Dubai. And also
Ethiopia.
There be Ethiopian hub here, Addis Ababa.
Okay.
Emirates.
Emirates. Okay. Emirates. Okay.
My application.
Also apply.
Also apply. Kenya will so apply. So no be running a national airline.
No. At 50-50 and as I say.
Kotoko. CEO. Now quite running Kotoko CEO ni hasu fuka kaho. And na kaso hasu fuka CEO be running Kotoko.
Kotoko account. Okay.
So
we have to have our own.
How can you? Because flight na tail. Na say Ethiopia Airlines. And Ober manager. It means say, the Ethiopia airline flight in Beba. Take it in Nkwana Abumu say Ghana airline. Ghana was the defunct. Untimi you see Ghana Airways in Bium.
But say Benya Dean for fraud.
A dean no nam just say Yem say Ghana National Airline and Ghana OWUSU Airlines.
Okay.
Whichever name that we use, you know. The tail of the flight determines which country it was registered or which company. It is the Ethiopia airline ever manage a flight in that. How would the identity be felt? Meaning, say, you tell no what the Ghana flag and or the Ethiopia. Na ne hub bedding. Ne hub, ne central hub ya Addis Ababa.
Addis Ababa, okay.
Into a Dreamliner na or the small aircraft in be collected passengers from West Africa. In the name of Ghana Airways, no Doma Begu Accra. No a fly will be the Nako Addis Ababa. For you also to see, for you to go and spend money, transit cost, transit fee embedded in your ticket and all that, on the Najis Kano. Pilot on only chrome ni no dem small boys obia or air hostess ewomo into ade de ne kakra be infuse in air hostess na bigger team ni na Ethiopia for rather no do national airline compare adwuma manaye into take it no obeka cho say Ghana Airways operated by Ethiopia Airlines who is popular OWUSU atoka nemom car no our hub na etwi enti metrama mitimi ye dede. Said the car bought by OWUSU who doesn't know how to drive, driven by our hub. She said, "Oh, koto limousine. Oh, koto a year friend is saying Lamborghini. When I would the Obian Miss on idea, would the fee, wouldn't car nika. Now, maybe the Namcromi Dimitar stop him again, sir. I stop him enough for the Jeff fans or traffic man.
So, how far? They are more woody and how far?
I don't want to talk about it.
You won't talk about it
because it's
very
not,
well.
It's not right.
Under the previous government,
yes,
Prempeh International Airport.
Yes,
and they told us international flight from outside they be a US.
Yes,
up to date. Man, was it really necessary? But then, say because Udru Hopana so who say Prempeh International Airport in the area say, or compared to a hard year, we say, do you think say it was very necessary?
I can tell you, sir, Prempeh International Airport, FHA, Robertsfield, Liberia.
National wine.
Of course.
Okay.
FHA Freetown Lungi Airport. FHA Banjul Airport. Airport are intimino. And then you're close by. Albecan be a Dakar. Obaka se bia Namziku, Obaka se bia your friend is saying this Niger airport money Burkina airport.
So how can we let it? Yeah, but that man is useful.
What is
because
not going to be useful? They say I'm just telling you the secret. One, they claim say landway no, short in find a certain speed of a certain aircraft, which is true because when Timaya extended landway, and here one they know. Two, lightning. They know say Omanya updated lightning to allow international aircraft to take off. And the local airlines in Krabobe 830 ensure to struggle to take off.
Yeah.
Now, here is the catch. Airline Anka Sunday international standard by all standards. because 2 or 3 consoles, or upper and lower, or departure, and then or the which is very okay, far bigger than Sierra Leone International Airport. But there is the catch. The catch is that national
yes,
airline.
Yes, Rwanda Airport.
That is what I'm getting. Rwanda Airport, they say it is a kiosk. Kigali Airport, a container. Inside in a paneled containers. Upie na until arrival hall na a container, waiting room, more office, too. But efficiency, for them, they employ efficiency. And yes, I Rwanda Kigali Airport is nothing to write home about. What about Burundi Airport? What about South Sudan? Juba, do you call this one airport? Say a car airport to be today, Sikumasano. It's beautiful.
So, I didn't hear this with the
mindset of the international airport, we need aircraft. I call international. And the reality is a chroma politicians will not allow, say, and KLM, you make laws for the aircraft now or back a crab bibino. British Airways no back a crab bibino. Any other aircraft. The passenger hub, our Ghana, from the Ashanti region to the northern belt.
Yeah.
So we the southern now. Any government officials.
Yeah, government officials ne two kwan I say.
Any abrofuna London.
Yes.
But abrofuna London, omu nyina ba for cocoa, diamond, blah blah blah, gold no. Omu nyina ko.
They call the northern part, starting from Kumasi.
To the western Dunko outside near that nyina. And what are we supposed to do? Kawo Masa challenge say, KLM, let's create the enabling environment, accessibility to KLM say, obetime alande. And also it means say, the KLM landi Kumasi. A certain civil aviation officials of the country say, a Jumani nyina be free ha. Ebi ma juma be bo omo. Koteka International Airport be decongested. Ebi mpenisa. A whole lot of dynamics you wouldn't like to know. The consideration why a civil aviation also tiho no Bokaye Airport. Ghana Ministry of Aviation. Woman nyina collaborate Bokaye Airport, Kumasi International Airport. Then somebody will come with political decision. Say the basic Kumasi the Nkemfang Airport to Nunko Tamale. But then using Kumasi as a transit hub for people to come at Tamale, it's easier than using Tamale Airport to use Kumasi as a Tamale.
Reality or according to you?
Reality according to the statistics, because Tamale, the traveling distance would beyond Tamale no. Upper is Bolga. Nipa do say ne tukwa na so mo ho. Upper West, why nipa do say? But the back Kumasi Abraham one benya. And then over Kentampo Techimano, you enter Northern Regional. Ombetimako. And this so be free Accra 17-15 hours Yako Tamalino. So far flight as Kumasi only 6 hours away. And your balance will be
Rate John Dramani Mahama performance 1 year 8 months. Rating be real. Don't say you won't do that. Do it. Be real.
I'll not rate any government in Ghana. I'll rate government when they stop communicators telling us. I'll rate government when they decide to keep on national development. I'll rate government when there will be less politics but then practical working.
If I'm giving you position to serve Ghana, apart from foreign ministry, what position feel so you're fit for? Tell me. One day made the over show and tell me. Who fit for a position, babe?
Saying be a Banku Affairs Minister, I'll do it.
Finally, we have a defense minister.
Yes. Ken is my friend.
Oh,
Ken is a fine guy. He's been a deputy
so
before.
He can do it.
Oh, I expect Ken to perform.
Now, man, for Kazina.
Well, what is the meaning? The meaning is that Zenator, his father was a military. His father had been a president, XYZ. And then they were saying so Uncle because at that time, Nebia, the position had been vacant for long. But even in my view, Broja Jemfi had what? He had performed.
What performance? What deputy?
Now I was a bit surprised because Ken works and housing.
No performing there.
Then I'm only looking into the mind of the president. Say Ken now hold that as a deputy into experience into alcohol. But then Kabroja betima call a works and housing because in all fairness,
you think maybe a Broja he can be a substantive minister?
Well, must was sustaining ministry for more than 8 months or so. Yeah,
under the supervision of finance minister. Don't forget that.
And but that is even also wrong. It is wrong. The finance ministry is the cardinal and then the spinal cord of every government. Money, what I say. You don't add defense to it. No, it's not right. Over time, the ministry be fisheries, be not card the amount your role. But your main ministry, defense, now start the number supervision of the how is he going to do? Because finance ministry, you go on team a day and we confirm defense.
So now you support
very much against.
Hey,
regardless of respect, irrespective of how well finance minister, how endowed, he's intelligent, yes, by far, he's okay. However, any ministry I bet my handle with a main ministry like the master defense soldier for no money grow.
Baruch, Mamena was say, according to Ferdinand Kese and Kaken Equahan and Bruja Baha, no more change pre.
I thought but all the same.
And I will say, Ken between an Aquayedman and I come. Bompay and I am sorry.
The two of them are two young gentlemen, young guys.
From same region.
They are very good. Broja is very I've encountered him when he's actually a very fantastic guy.
Yes.
And Ken, you say, recently, can bear one man to can buy me daichi. Oh yes, we came to my house, near to my house. Very nice.
Farouk.
Yes, sir, boss.
Who are Nipa Ben?
Me Farouk, I will have me.
And then I won't pay Airport West, won't pay Sligon, won't pay. Because we have my
the neighborhood that I've lived, I like to be there. You have to stick to the rules. When in the past 27 years now, catch him say me a minister there and ask him I want to be with my community. I'm sorry. Let me disappoint you.
Tell me message, but mean to me kind.
Now I want to read.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes.
Are you personal?
Yes. How's my head? What's my head?
Only Ghana Chief Justice Biba Ewoba.
Any Chief Justice, me why Supreme Court judge?
Supreme Court judge.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Where
do you mean?
Mbacho, me am worried. Me the only wife.
A Supreme Court judge.
Yes, neba.
Compare na answer.
Nyami nya insha adwuma yesu na oma entiase. Oma odo. Na oma bias honhum be room.
Mate.
Na oma communicators am afraid through back door say. Yeah, but me time me praise politician bia.
Mate.
Let it be A. B. Let it be B. And when I mount a studio and sit here now, they don't come and challenge because they know I'll not talk in favor or against them irrelevantly. What is there, I'll say it. Some of us, we've done certain things for the country Ghana, which most Ghanaians do not know. For nothing, not even a dime, had been given to us. Nevertheless, we love this country so dearly.
Thanks for coming.
Now, first day, and yet, in Shira, amount, and yet, all your time be a better idea. Yame, only you can.
May I appreciate you, Pa. Yame, sure, me that's it. Farouk Al-Wahab. And I won't say anything. If I'm OWUSU AGYEMANG, the governor. When my teacher, my dinner, the bro, Yame, I'd not try same time you be sure. And I say, Uncle, Ahmed. Awa Saeed Mohammed, Derek Opoku Nyante, Jema, Mafu, La Michael, Ombeboy, and the chief executive producer Nankasa, Father. The family OWUSU AGYEMANG, the governor. Yamimutu Sunanyoke say, Jawusu Yemame no chana same time Yababe share. The morning nature, I start thinking Ghana first. It was over to Peace 104.3. Yeah, the Mr. Thinking Ghana first. Now, yeah, Juma Days, I say, hardware pay. Good evening.
And you ma beto to dia me baba no hwade no twem so betumi a ei asew ei na obeka ya jonto ma me ensa duku potoman